All right, guys, welcome to the Media Hijack podcast. I'm your host, Billy Walters, and joining me is Chris, Unholy Jesus.
What's up, people? What's up? Happy Halloween for us.
What are you doing here, Donald?
I don't know. Just figured I'd stop by, trying to beat out fucking Sleepy Biden. Decided to come out to Georgia and show you bitches a good time. And Trump 2020, motherfuckers. Let's do it.
Wow, man. You got that nice blonde hair going on.
Hey, man, look at this shit. This shit is laid, but I'm sweating like a slave. God.
For the listeners listening on the podcast, if you guys want to check out our costumes, just go to our YouTube page. I'll post a full video link on there.
Oh, Bob says, what news anchor are you, Chris? Damn it, I'm your president.
That's Donald Trump.
Donald Trap.
Bob Biden. Bobby Bo Biden. Speaking of Biden, isn't he in Atlanta right now?
I think so, yeah, today.
Doing
Tuesday?
his drive-in movie theater?
Yeah, he's out here.
With this slick back hair?
Yeah. Hell yeah, he's out here. Congrats to him, I guess. I don't know what the fuck to say. I've been trying to stop pulling back on politics. It's too much bullshit. Ooh, but yeah, he's out here.
Look at Bob at work laughing her ass off.
Don't get fired now.
Welcome, Bob. Welcome to the Slick Daddy Club.
Hell yeah,
Let's get this show started.
Oh my God, I can't.
All right. So a rare blue moon will bring Halloween 2020 treat to the skies. And the reason why they're calling it the blue moon is because it's the second full moon in October. And it's going to happen on Halloween. Almost said Christmas.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's happening on Halloween. A full moon. Man, 2020 is cool, man.
Yeah.
That's probably like the coolest year. Like if the corona shit didn't happen. You got the full moon on Halloween. Mm-hmm. You got Christmas on Friday. You got fucking New Year's on Friday.
Yeah, that's
you got
right.
Thanksgiving on Thursday.
Yeah,
you get the whole full weekend.
No, I gotta work that.
Halloween on Saturday.
No. This is Saturday?
It's Saturday, right?
I thought that shit was canceled. It's fucking Saturday.
The blue moon, but it's not a blue moon. It's actually just a full moon.
There's a fat moon.
Yeah.
All right. Hey.
You're what NASA said yesterday. What they found on the moon.
What is it?
Water.
I thought they'd been found something like that.
Their announcement yesterday. They said we're going to make a big announcement on Monday, and then they said they found some water. So that's pretty cool.
Oh damn, bro! Fuck it. Oh, that's for the. They've been through that, man. Because they got the Nazi space base up there. They've been through that shit.
Yeah. With the Chinese.
They found it like 60 years ago. Yeah.
Chinese up there too, man. They're on the dark side. They have like a fucking city out there.
Mm-hmm. Chilling, man.
Little alleyways and shit.
Gambling dens.
Pigeons with ponytails. Sprinting through like dark alleyways.
Yo.
All right. Let me get one.
Come on. Okay.
Miley Cyrus. She said that she saw a UFO before.
Oh hell.
Because they asked her. They did an interview from some magazine, and they say, "Hey, you believe in UFOs?" And she's like, "Yeah, I saw one." And then she's like, "I actually made eye contact with the pilot."
Oh shit.
She said that spooked her and shit, you know?
Like she was gonna tour of the ship and then just like, oh shit, pilot.
No, she was like driving like with her buddy or something, and then she looked up. She saw this alien spacecraft. She described it as like a alien spacecraft with the plow, the snow plow, in the front. It looked like it has a little snow plow.
Oh shit, Mr.
And
Plow.
then she's like,
Mr. Plow.
Yeah, Mr. Plow. She's like, hey, that's pretty cool. But then what spooked her is when she saw like the alien on board in the spaceship, gave her that eye contact. Miley Cyrus like, oh shit, gave her goosebumps.
Then what happened? Like that was it?
Nothing. Yeah, I guess.
Was she like a grown ass adult or some shit when this happened? Or?
Yeah, this happened recently.
Oh shit, I'm thinking she was like a child or some shit, like running through Billy Cyrus's farm and his cornfield or some shit. I don't know.
Who knows?
Hey.
Another celebrity I saw a UFO that actually shared a video was Demi Lovato. She shared a video on her Instagram, and she claims that she can contact ETs through meditation.
Oh, like Yahweh type shit?
Similar. There's actually a technique where they actually do certain type of meditations with a group of people, and then they would bring down like aliens. They would just show up and start flying over the sky. I've seen it done before. I actually went outside and I did it before.
And they just showed up and just chilled?
Yeah, they showed up. They came down to my front lawn, and I was like, hey, come inside.
Oh.
Then I raped him.
Oh, God, man.
Yeah.
Why they gotta be all like that?
That's why they don't come here.
I was about to say, man.
They said don't go to Georgia no more. They got that one guy.
That one guy, Dr. Disrespect.
Lit him up. They lit him up.
Dr. Billy
Gonna
Walters.
get canceled, huh?
This is it.
Before the show starts.
This is it, folks. Our last episode.
Cut him off. Cut him off. It's out of control.
Okay, let's see. For news, we can talk about the Kanye West Joe Rogan thing if you want to. Want to get into that? Maybe no.
If you want, yeah.
I thought it was a dope part. I thought it was pretty dope for the most part. It was good. The motherfucker needed 3 hours. I give him that because some of the interviews I've seen in the past, I think the longest interview I've seen was an hour, and he tried to get his point across a lot of things. But I enjoyed it. It gave a lot of light on a lot of things. But I mean, I do think he's still a little out there for me. But for the most part, I mean, he does seem like once you kind of like dissect what he's saying, then you can, you kind of get where he's coming from for the most part. Because I don't think he's like a bad person in that kind of way.
Yeah, he doesn't mean no harm to anybody. That's just how he is.
I think he's just trying to use the most of his ability that he has right now, being like, the positions of like this popular and famous and being a billionaire. The presidency, I would say no to that because I feel like he would lose. Like, you don't want the government to put a stranglehold on your dreams and what you want to do. Like, you can do a lot more than a president.
It's not made to be like a president. It's too unstable.
Yeah.
It's cool, but it's not somebody you would put in office. You need somebody like solid, like
who would be his vice president? Shit. I don't know. Cher. I don't fucking know. Somebody. I don't know.
There's nobody cool enough to like really be a president. You just gotta pick somebody that's responsible, whatever.
That looks the part. That's basically. I mean, we just asked the part, but I mean, I enjoyed it though for the most part.
I liked it. That's like. He didn't say anything that's like fucking crazy, and then people still hate on him. I'm like, why are you guys hating on him?
Yeah, I was climbing through the comment section.
He's talking to you guys. He's telling you like about him and stuff, and then everybody's like, "Oh no, Kanye's full of shit. I don't even know what the fuck he was saying. I listened like an hour. I don't even know what's going on." And then I comment, it's like, if you listen an hour, you don't know what's going on. Stop listening, right? Who listened to something you don't know what's going on for an hour?
For real.
I say stop listening. It's like one, it's like you don't understand him, or two, you don't want to listen and understand him. You go in with a negative mindset, and anything Kanye say, you're gonna think he's like a bad guy.
Yeah, and that's how it was. 'Cause, I've been like super duper critical of Kanye in the past. So this is kind of like me. Like when I was like, okay, when I saw the notification, and then I was driving home, I was like, oh fuck, I gotta hurry up. And then you text me, I was like, I know, dude, I got it. I'm like, I'm trying to get home. I'm like, let me start cleaning, listen to Rogan, and I'm doing my stuff or whatever. And then I'm like, all right, you know what? Clean slate. Like, clean slate. I'm not going to go in with anything that he said in the past or anything like that. Let's just clean slate.
If you go in like that,
if you're going like that, you're not going to like anything he says out of his mouth. So, but just clean the slate or whatever. And it was good. I enjoyed it, man. It's definitely one of my favorite Joe Rogan episodes. It was good.
Jeremy says comment section liked him too. Yeah, but it's more negative than positive people. And then when people say something positive, the mob comes in and say, "Oh, you're sensitive. You're an idiot if you think Kanye is like."
I think within the first hour, the comments were positive. But I think if maybe after a day, then you start seeing the negativity flowing.
Yeah, because the people just listen to each other.
Yeah,
they don't make up their own opinion. They a lot of people say bad shit, then they just repeat whatever they said.
Oh, it says Jeremy says it was people watching it on Twitch and flaming him. A lot of haters. Yeah, man.
Kanye is real ass dude, man. Kanye is doing something in Atlanta. He's building like a soundstage. Mm-hmm. And on my exit, right, they're building this new, like a shopping center, but they're building like an amphitheater over there.
If you make a left or a right off your exit. Right?
If you make a right, there's like a whole bunch of land that's made for like a shopping center.
I've never been to the right after that. I've always
I never. Left, I mean, I've been to the right, but it's nothing. It's just like a whole bunch of land and shit. But it's like they're planning to build a huge shopping center.
Oh, go no shit. Go.
Like Atlantic Station, like that.
Oh shit! Go ahead.
That's gonna like bring the value up over here, man. The land is gonna be expensive. Aliens, they gotta pay me to land here.
Pretty much, man.
That's like, hold on, man.
That property value about to go up.
So then when I heard Kanye, he mentioned it by mistake. He's like, "Yeah, I'm going to Atlanta where I'm working on a soundstage over there." And then he was like, "Oh, that was a secret. I wasn't supposed to say nothing." But then I thought about, I was like, "Is he talking about the one like on my exit?" Because they had an article like last year saying they're building like an amphitheater, like outdoor stage and shit. And I'm thinking, is that the same thing? But I'm not sure though.
Hey, we'll find out, folks. The truth will come out eventually. We'll find out about this shit.
You're watching me like go get some gas and bump into Kanye.
Oh shit.
That'll be the day.
But hey, can you do a podcast with us? Yeah, where you live at? And then he'll come through and then boom. We got him.
I was like, those shoes you were talking about? Those are Crocs, right?
Right?
You're talking about you just made some Crocs, right?
But that's like on a podcast. I was like, all right, there's some futuristic Crocs. Well, do your
No
thing.
laces?
No laces. The slides. There's a slide.
I wear Vans. I never had laces.
There you go.
I wear the slip-ons, man. And then
the slip-on Vans, baby.
when I wear sandals, it's made out of dolphin tail and shit.
Yo.
Straight out of China. China don't give a fuck.
Nah, man.
They will light up dolphins like it's nothing. Drag them on the ocean.
Turn that shit into a purse real quick.
Yeah, the Red Seas. Shit, that's dolphin blood.
All right. I got
Jeremy says he talked about Bitcoin too, and now Bitcoin's up 5%.
Oh, shit. I didn't even check it. I mean,
I don't think whatever Kanye said had anything to do with Bitcoin going up. Bitcoin is like its own shit.
But oh yeah.
I don't think Kanye could say something and make Bitcoin go up.
Now, if it
Bitcoin
was
is
like
controlled. It's a group of big whales like in China.
Now, if it was like say like the stock or something,
that's different.
That's different. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
If he talked about Adidas stock or a Gap stock, he can make that shit fucking go up or down.
Yeah.
But not the Bitcoin. Bitcoin, it moves like that on its own.
Kind of like independent, I guess.
Not because Elon say anything or Kanye. I don't think it has an effect like that.
Yeah, I haven't checked my Coinbase in like over a month, so I
Celebs don't move Bitcoin. I've seen Bitcoin move like that all the time. Celebs, they move stocks. They can move stocks.
Yes, stocks is way that can swing that. I don't disagree with the whole Bitcoin thing. I just don't know. I just never
There's
seen it.
too
happen.
much people, like big people involved with the Bitcoin. Celebrity can't. They could say, oh, it's good or it's bad. It doesn't move the stock like that. But the one thing that did move the stock was Facebook. Because everybody, remember that one time, everybody, fear of missing out, everybody bought it. That moved the stock.
Hey, there you go.
All right, let's continue. This is not a Bitcoin show. This is a Halloween show.
Gotta get back to it. Okay, so this is like some news that happened. I think it was earlier this month. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so it says jail employees face charges after using Baby Shark song to punish inmates. All right, so basically it's like
They don't like the song?
All right, so I guess there was some situations going on in the jail where there were maybe have been possibly like some unruly inmates or whatever, and so the guards wound up playing Baby Shark for hours on end to make them calm down throughout the speakers, and it was basically fucking torture. And they got charged for that shit. But they played it like on like constant repeat. This actually happened in Oklahoma County. And said this district attorney says to play Baby Shark on repeat, put undue emotional stress on inmates who were most likely already suffering for being handcuffed to the wall and all that. And I guess the cops that was involved are being charged on that shit. I don't know if it's gonna be like torture or some shit. I mean, it sounds like they play that shit on like just nonstop on a constant loop. It says Christian Miles and George Butler, both 21, and Fulham Oklahoma City Detention Center officers, and the supervisor. There was who was Christopher Hendershoot, was charged Monday with cruelty to prisoners. Okay, so that's what they was charged with, and that was back early this month. So they fucking drove him insane with Baby Shark, like to the speakers.
I think if you play anything over and over, that would already drive you crazy. But I think they're trying to be funny with the Baby Shark.
Yeah.
But I think you could play any song, they're like, fucking stop.
Yo, the SWAT team uses shit like that sometimes on hostage situations or certain situations where it's like, okay, we really don't have a way to get in to save these people, so we need to exhaust all the like the suspects. So they'll do things like cut off the AC in the building or shit like that, cut off electronics, whatever, just kind of stress them out. Play music throughout speakers if they can. And it works, man. Psychologically, but okay, fucking stop. Just like, please. Like, put me in fucking cuffs, please. for the love of God, kill me. So, yeah, they got me. I mean,
I would just throw like a stink bomb.
I'm like this. It would have been a lot worse if they just ran up there and shot the motherfuckers. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
What if they had a hostage, Mr. President? We cannot go in there while there's hostage because they're vulnerable for an attack.
Fuck them. Fuck him and
That's
everyone
what
that
you
looks like
think,
him. Yes.
Donald?
Like, take them all out. Take them out. That's it. It's like, I don't know what to say. I don't know. Like, yo, fuck
Can't
it.
believe I'm doing a podcast with Donald over here.
Yeah, we're hearing this bitch.
Your skin is
Radiant, yes.
a little dark.
That's the extra tan.
Yeah, it's actually a perfect tan.
The stage lights inside this toaster oven we're in. It's making it, oh, shit.
Look, Jeremy, he
Shit.
just saw. I was like, oh shit, you're Trump.
Oh, you did? Jeremy West, what's up?
We got Donald Trump over here.
Okay, what I also got for other news? Quibi shutting down after just 6 months. Wall Street reports. Quibi is finally collapsing like a
remember.
dying star.
It was cool in the beginning. They gave me like a 90-day subscription, and I used it for the first week. This is like when the pandemic first started. I used it for like the first week and shit.
Okay.
And then I never went back to finishing the series I started. It wasn't that shit where, oh, you watch a show, it's like, oh, you're going to keep coming back for more.
You say you watched Reno 911 on it, right?
Yeah, I did. Super funny.
Damn, I saw like one clip from it. I was like, fuck, this show is still...
It's
They
good.
still got it.
It's good.
But I never got Quibi, though. I just never would really think I was
It was
like
something about like that platform where it wasn't like, it didn't want me to go back there. It wasn't attractive, you know? It was like I was watching it and then I was done. I didn't really want to go back on the app.
Yeah,
I just went back on YouTube.
Yeah, and it sounds like the people that started Quibi, they blame it on the coronavirus. I mean, granted, it came out around the same time when that shit started popping off, but a lot of people were saying that it wouldn't have mattered because it's kind of like YouTube kind of has the market on like bite-sized content, if you want it. I guess. I guess I don't know.
But
I
they
don't
were
know.
doing like quality
But yeah,
shit.
like the little bit of I saw from Reno 911, that shit looked like if I didn't know it was on Quibi, I would think it was on Comedy Central. Like that shit looks pretty damn good. But it was like a shit ton of celebrities that had backed it up as well too.
Yeah, it was like funded like $1 billion or some shit.
Yeah, like a lot of celebrities. I think like Chrissy Teigen had like a show coming out on it. I think it might be like a cook show or some bullshit or whatever. But celebrities like had shows coming up for Quibi, but
Yeah, it was too. To me, it was too well produced. All of the shows, and it didn't feel like authentic, you know, because everything was so perfectly done. I don't know. I liked it, but I didn't. It wasn't my cup of tea. So that 90 days was way more than enough days to. Because I used it for a week. It's like, oh, it's all right.
And that was it.
Yeah, I liked it, but I just never went back.
Yeah, because I remember we talked about it on one episode back probably when we first started.
I thought it was gonna be big, but then when I used it, I was like, I don't think so anymore.
I didn't think it's kind of. I don't know. I mean, I thought it was gonna get big at first, only because people were stuck at home. That's why I thought so. Okay, but
I think the pandemic did fuck it up.
because you gotta think about like this too. Like I get if you're on the go and you're out and stuff like that, but during the pandemic, everybody's stuck at home. If you have that option of watching Quibi or Netflix or Hulu or any of those streaming services.
See, but the way like Quibi, the way they designed it was for people on the go. Like if you're
On the train,
waiting on a train or waiting for a bus or waiting for your Uber, it's made for like that. And if nobody's doing none of that, people are at home and they're already watching Netflix and YouTube, Quibi is like out the picture. They're not looking for something quick.
Yeah, because you got better options at home. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Quibi is made for like the people that's like going to work or leaving to work or going somewhere. That's why I think the pandemic did fuck that company up.
Yeah,
It's just bad timing. It could have done better, but the timing was off.
Yeah, man, that pandemic it tanked a lot of shit. They even question if movie theaters are coming back right now, which
Shut it down.
I think it will come back, but it's never going to be. Well, movie theaters were suffering before, but I think they're going to come back in a more. You know what they need to do? They need to bring back more drive-in theaters. Fuck that inside the door movie theaters. Drive-ins are like, to me, like the best movie experience. It's like, dude, you do whatever you want in your car, man. You want to light up a blunt or some shit, watch a movie. Fuck, you can do all that.
That's cool.
I love it, man. Starlight movie theater on Moreland Avenue. They still out there. That pandemic didn't slow down shit.
It's never closing.
Never closed. That place has been there before. I moved here in '93. That place was there before I got here. So shout out to them.
Raul. You want to do some ghost stories?
Let's do it.
All right, let's start with a local ghost story out here in Georgia. The haunting of Lake Lanier. Everybody knows about Lake Lanier. Well, Georgia people.
Georgia folks, if you know, you know.
But for the people that's not in Georgia, So Lake Lanier is a man-made lake that was built in the 1950s. And when they were making like this lake, right, they had to dig up grave sites, hundreds and hundreds of grave sites, because they had to move them out the area so they can make this lake, which I think triggered the all the ghost phenomenon that's happening. Because come on, you disrupt a whole bunch of graves like that, super disrespect, moving all these dead bodies somewhere else so you could build a lake. A lot of spirits are going to be very upset with that.
Hell yeah, they're gonna disrupt the whole place. Like, but I didn't know that. I never knew that that's what they was like. Bodies was getting moved around there because Lake Lanier. I remember we said it way back that Lake Lanier was haunted, and it seems like now like people starting to finally catch on. Like, oh, that place is off limits. Don't go there.
It's haunted, dude.
But we've been talking about that shit for a while. Like, I think we even talked about like trying to go there with like a GoPro or some shit. Maybe I think.
Oh, fuck that.
I think we made a joke about it. I don't know if we. I'm not going.
Like, if I was crazy, I would go there with a Ouija board and a boat.
I think it was just say go there. Fuck, like you amping it up.
Go there with a Ouija board and a little rowboat.
Hey,
Me and you. Black candles.
let's do it.
Bought 4 black candles. Put that shit on the boat.
Wait, why it gotta be black though?
Because that's the evilest candle.
Black.
Yeah.
No joking.
Get the evil candle.
Get it out.
Get the evil candle.
Exorcise the demons.
But yeah, so Lake Lanier is one of America's most deadliest lakes. And it's not because there's animals in there killing people. It's because people are going missing. People are drowning, mysteriously drowning, bodies disappearing out of nowhere. People going missing. Officers jumping into the lake trying to save a kid. Officers drowned. Come on. Nobody knows how to swim in a lake. That's like fucking drowning in a fish tank.
Oh yeah.
Right?
I remember,
It's a lake.
I remember back in the early 2000s with they would investigators would be like, oh, when the person jumped in the water was too cold and their bodies went into shock and then they sunk down and it would drown. That was what they were saying at first, way back in the day. That was their excuse of why people kept drowning, because it was jumping in at off seasons of what you should be jumping in, like for lake temperature.
Or like the other normal.
Yeah, exactly. Some normal shit.
The other normal thing is like people are usually drunk when they go out to the lake. So a lot of reckless activities going on the boat. And that's a lot of reasons why a lot of people were drowning or whatever.
There's been a lot of times I've gotten the water drunk, and I've always, every time I hear stories about them, like, how shit-faced do you have to be to, like, I don't think I don't know, I'm no expert. I would think, like, as soon as you hit that cold-ass water, you'd be like, oh, shit. But then I don't know if you start swimming, you think you're swimming up, but you're swimming down. I don't know how that shit works, but yeah. They've thrown a lot of excuses out there for why shit happens, but I know it's been, like, kids and shit, man. Man, that place is wild,
Everybody's
man.
drowning. You know who else is drowning? People that jog there.
No shit.
They got joggers missing.
How, Sway?
She wasn't even trying to swim. She was just trying to run. Went missing.
And she ended up in the water?
I don't know. I don't think they ever uncovered her body.
Have they ever thought about...
Mysterious lake.
They need to drain that fucking lake, man. They probably find like a fucking pirate ship in there or something. I don't know, man.
All right. So since 1994, there have been over 160 deaths reported on the lake.
Since 94?
Since 94.
Holy fuck, dude.
According to the Department of Natural Resources. That's a lot of people. Because
It's a lot.
You got to think, it's a lake. Why are people even dying, period?
It's a lot. That's worse than...
That's a lake. 160 people?
That's worse than this park they got up in
Jesus
Baltimore.
Christ.
They had this park up in Baltimore called Lincoln Park. There's only been like 80-some people that's been found dead there since the 30s. But you saying since 94, it's been 100... Like, that. This
160.
This place is way worse.
And then people still want to dismiss the haunted shit or it being like, oh, it's just people drinking or people being reckless. That's why they're dying. A lot of people that died there is mysterious. A lot of it is mysterious because the bodies go completely missing. They will send out like a crew out there to go diving into the water. They can't find the body. It's just like how it happens is always weird, you know?
God damn. Well, if it wasn't haunted back then, it is now, man. They done stacked up 100+ bodies. Fuck it. I mean, why would I go there? Why would anybody go there?
Here's some deaths in 2019, last year. So on May 9th, 2 boaters went missing after a boat crash. The body of one boater, 59-year-old, damn, what kind of name is that? Brainskali Paskaski, was recovered, but the second body has not been found. That's May 9th. May 29th, 2019, 2 adult men drowned in Lake Lanier on the weekend of May 29th. the death was unrelated, it was reported that alcohol is typically a factor in adult drowning cases. So there's another two in May. And then on June 30, a 28-year-old man, Corey Brown, died after jumping into Lake Lanier to save a distressed friend. The man was said to have jumped in the water and never appeared again.
So they both died? The friend?
I think so.
God
so the guy, he jumped in to save the dude, fucking disappeared like the fucking lake just ate him up. Is that weird or not?
Loch Ness Monster.
A lake. Like
Nessie.
I said, that's like jumping in a fish tank and dying.
Damn,
It's not like it's the ocean where you're fighting currents and shit. This is a fucking, and then on top of that, it's a man-made lake. It's not even a natural lake.
Satanic man-made lake. Sacrifices.
If you're gonna move bodies, you better do the proper, sacred rituals to keep the spirit out of there. Cause, come on, you moving a whole bunch of dead bodies like that?
We gotta collect 150 bodies to bring back our
Word
Dark Lord.
Yeah, word on the street is like the bodies were like from, like during the slave times.
Yeah.
So a lot of angry
God.
slaves in the past that was buried there.
Got dumped in there and then drowned and tortured. Yeah.
People wanted to build a lake. Like, man, fuck these bodies.
It's probably
Fuck these old school slave bodies. Let's move this shit.
That's one thing I'm noticing too. Like, they're starting to find recently. They're starting to find a lot of mass graves of like slaves or even in Tulsa, like Oklahoma, where they had the Black Wall Street when it got bombed and shit like that.
Yeah.
They're starting to come across a lot of and then it's basically just like contractors who get land or whatever. They're doing excavation and all that. And they're like, boom, well, holy shit, we found a skeleton. And they're finding more and more and more now. They're starting to find a shit ton more right now. They're starting to do investigations in some of these spots now where back then the media will be like, hey, this many, African Americans died in this area. But now they're starting to see holy fuck, it's probably in the hundreds in certain spots or pockets that may have happened during the this time in America, around 1919. It's called the red, I think it's called the Red Summer, where it's just a lot of white people just attacking black towns and all that, and they're starting to find mass graves all of a sudden now. So I don't know, man. Hey, ancestors are coming back, man. I don't know what the fuck to say. It's just crazy.
That's crazy. Were they killing them or what? They're getting rid of the bodies? From a natural death, or were they purposely killing them?
Or they was purposely killing them, but either slaves that just killed them, either slaves that just died just because of maybe old age or whatever, or maybe they got killed, or sometimes it's just straight up murder throughout, maybe Jim Crow, but they just had a dumping ground where they was just dump bodies at, and then they bury it, and then hey, shit gets crazy.
That's wild, man.
They should send a black guy over there. I guarantee black people do not go to Lake Lanier. Guaranteed.
They don't fuck with that.
Send
do they?
me. I was let me communicate with them. Let me talk to them.
Dude, they will fucking drag you.
They're they
would drag that body all over the fucking lake.
Not me.
I'd be like, where Chris? Splashing in a lake. Oh, he's swimming.
With them.
Then it's complete silence. Bloop, bloop.
And then I rise up from the water, start walking on it. They're like, oh, he's holding him up.
It's the Messiah.
And he's dressed as Donald Trump. What the fuck is going on here?
The rapper. What's going on, dude?
The rapper?
He says, what do you think about the afterlife? I think it's another continue of your own life. Your soul continuing on. I don't think there's an end at all. It doesn't go black.
I always had
continue. Your path continue. Either you come back as a human, a cockroach, polar bear, an elk.
I always had a theory that the afterlife is okay, nirvana, everything's good, da-da-da. But nothing is perfect out there. Say you make a mistake, you do something wrong to break the rules of this place of nirvana, and you get tossed down to a planet. What's that? There's no other life out there. You're by yourself, and this is a fucking horrible place with a pandemic and racial tensions, and you're stuck here.
If that's your hell, that's where you're going.
This is it. This is the hell right here. I think we got it flipped. That's just my thing, though.
If that's your idea of what a bad place will be like when you pass, they're going to create that world.
The same thing. It's going to be right back in.
They're going to create whatever you imagine what hell is. To me, I think hell is a place like a buffet with Steve Jobs in the front, escorting me to my seat and shit.
Hitler buying everybody shots. Shots on me, everyone.
They said, so dead people are in spectate mode until they spawn again.
I've always thought that too, way back. Just like, yo, they like the guy wait till that respawn time. They're just watching, like, oh fuck, what is my son doing? Oh god, no.
I think the people who are ghosts are the one that didn't move on.
Yeah,
They're the one that they stay stuck here. You know,
something they couldn't let go of, maybe.
Yeah, it's something that they either die like a little too quick, where they don't even realize they're dead, and they're still here.
Yeah, that's what they say. Like sometimes when people go like to haunted houses or whatever, they'll see ghosts like repeat like acts like they're still living, like washing dishes or some shit. Yeah, it's almost like they don't even like fucking know that they gone with some wild shit.
Who washing the dishes again?
I'm like, if you're here, you better pay rent, man.
Coming home, the dishes all washed. Like,
yo,
hey, what the hell's going on?
Best roommate ever.
Or like, damn it, what was I gonna say?
Ghost roommate.
Or like a ghost, like let's say somebody like commits suicide, right? Mm-hmm. There's like examples of people. They would see like blood splatters on the wall, like after they clean it, right? They'll see splatters again. They're like, why is there always blood here? They clean it the next day, there's blood there. They clean it, then there's blood there. And then they did like research on the house, and then they found out like the previous owner committed suicide by shooting himself like with a shotgun, like right where the stairs is at going down to the basement. Mm-hmm. And I guess every day, this guy would shoot himself like in the head every single day, repeat his death over and over again.
Damn,
don't like even you're stuck in that loop glitch of you dying over and over again. Oh, that's why don't kill yourself, man. Because if you think like this is like a simulation, dude, you break the simulation, you'll get stuck in some type of weird ass loop like that. So don't do it.
Man, yeah.
Call me first. Call Slick Daddy Club. Call Chris. Call Donald J. Chris.
Hey, we out here. Got you. Oh,
the rapper says, so you guys believe in heaven or hell?
I
don't really believe it like that.
I think I'm kind of past that point. I don't know anymore. I don't even know.
I think it's way more deeper than just like two different locations
like
to see if you're good or if you're bad, you know?
Yeah, I think it's I think that it's so easy to simplify as heaven or hell. It's got to be like a man-made concept because it's just so...
I think it's just
it's so normal, I guess.
It's like a process like you go through like when you die. Like let's say if you're like super bad, you would go through like process of you like, hey, why are you fucking so damn bad? Like you go through different stages. Yeah. So you'll get put in like a different dimension. And let's say the dimension they put you in is a whole bunch of other bad people trying to fucking, fix their soul and shit so they can move on to the next dimension. Mm-hmm. So I think it's like a learning process. Like if you were like a bad human being, when you die, you get sent to like a certain dimension. Okay. But I wouldn't say like it's hell or it's heaven or whatever.
Nah,
it's like a healing process or whatever.
Okay, you go there.
I think when you come to this earth, or when your life form comes to this earth, it's like you're here to experience what human life is.
Yeah.
So it's cool, man. We out here, we're in these bodies doing a Halloween show.
Yeah. With the Dr. Disrespecting my shit going on right here. So
Yeah, so
next time we might be doing this, we might be on a planet of insects with a podcast.
Yeah, and we
might be insects.
We would be insects doing a podcast.
Yeah. Giant ass insects working that grind and doing a podcast.
Parap the Rapper says, but if that existed and God made hell, which then break the equations though, right? Like purgatory.
If God existed, God
like if there's like one real true God. But that's kind of hard to believe too, No, because it's too big to believe like one thing or one entity, one divine entity created everything like that, like controls it all like that.
Hell no.
I think it's like a big group effort, and then on top, it's like an infinity group effort.
Or I feel like if there is one God, I feel like it's changed based off of like people's region of living in. I guess if I'm how can I word this?
That's very confusing.
Okay, so like say like there's like actually one main God, and whoever started it, I guarantee you it did not start on the west side of the hemisphere. It may have came from somewhere like to the east of us, of America, and I guess like wherever it started at, whoever heard the story, they took it back, told their people, like, yo, you heard about this guy, and then they just took it and made it to what they wanted it to be. I guess that's what I always kind of figure sometimes. Like it all comes from the same source, but it's like you kind of got like think about like if I was a European back in the day before even America was established, and I'm traveling across the Middle East or something like that, and I hear the story about like the prophet of Jesus and him, being a god, and I go back and tell my people about this story. The story's gonna be like, oh yeah, we're not gonna make him look like a Middle Eastern. We're gonna make his ass look like, we're gonna make him look like what we like us type shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's always kind of perceived as if with the story of like religion of a prophet and a god. I mean, I'm pretty sure like what does their prophet over in I don't even know what their prophet in Asia even looks like. Does their prophet look Asian too or something? I don't know. America, he looks like a white guy. I'm pretty much on the West Hemisphere of the world. He's a white dude, but different parts of the world is like they don't all look the same though. So I'll just do.
What are you trying to say?
Just like I don't know. It's just like if there's an origin of a prophet and a god, and the guy's going around, being hippie like and shit like that.
You're saying like what their Jesus looked like?
Yeah, I think it's just like they kind of just molded to like what the man looks like of that region of religion. I know that region like.
I guess it could look like anything, like whatever.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you go to Africa, I guarantee you, like not all parts of Africa, but some parts of Africa, if you would go there, if you would look at pictures of their prophet, it'd probably be like, I don't know, a black dude or some shit. Or like a lot of things in the black community right now, a lot of black folks believe Jesus was a white guy. You ask anybody white, they'll think he's white. But it's kind of like, whatever.
I don't think people should argue about like what a god would look like anyway.
That's what we talked about last week with
That's like small mind arguments.
Yeah, that's
like no, he was black. Like who cares? He could be like a fucking green alien.
That was like even with like with the Muslim religion, how they say like, hey, our prophet, he has no face, no gender, no nothing. He is an idea, and ideas can last longer than any man, woman, or any kind of. Because like I said, like. You gotta think about like this too. The second you give it to give like the prophet a face or gender and all that,
it humanizes it.
Dude, T-shirts, fucking bumper stickers. It takes away from the mythology of what it really is, and like I said, humanizing and nobody's gonna respect it.
Religion is a very touchy topic.
It is
because remember I told you like once we did that religious corruption episode.
Yeah.
You know what happened to our listeners?
What happened?
It all cut in half. Since we did that episode.
What the fuck?
We lost like a gang of people, and I was like, oh, remember I told you this is just going to be controversial?
Yeah.
And I can show you the stats after the show.
Please
I was like, what the fuck happened to half our audience? Damn. They disappeared, dude.
Yeah, sorry. Still love you guys, though, if you're out there.
Some people can't handle I wouldn't say it's the truth.
That's
but we're just speaking our mind and doing side research, man.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with learning like new stuff, even though if it's not real or fake or whatever. It's just
I hear shit all the time.
I want to hear ideas of what other people think around the world.
Yeah, I hear shit all the time outside of my bubble, and when I hear it, I'm like, okay, let me take a gander at this and see if it's kind of like, that really does make sense from this perspective versus what I think
is whatever makes sense to you, however you can understand it.
Yeah.
Just know that, when you die, there is a place. Yeah. I'm not sure where you go, though.
Nobody knows.
But a good way to find out, man, is do some DMT.
Push it to the limit.
Take a couple of hits of DMT. Mm-hmm. The rapper says, when they say God made us in his image, I always think in the image in nation. I can't read. Was that in nation?
In the image of...
No, like he or she looks like us.
Oh, the image, and he's like, it's like, it's supposed to be imagination, but image, but like imagination.
Oh, my bad.
Is not like he or she looks like us. I think so too.
Yeah, imagination.
If I was running the country and I took it over, and then I came across people who may not believe in the same religion as me, I'd be like, hey, this is you live here now. We took it over. This is what your God. This is what your prophet looks like. Boom. He'd be black. Yeah. That's how you get it, man.
No big deal.
That's how you get it.
Doesn't matter what color we are. A god could be like a fucking giant with fucking 6 fingers and shit and 6 dicks. And one of it is like a monster cock, like monster cock.
Like the one that like since he pulls it out like.
Yeah, when he drops it, it's like an
earthquake. And he's it's San Andreas' fault.
Start shaking. Like, oh shit. Someone dropped that D.
Oh shit.
Someone dropped that D.
If there's anything I've learned about all this, is at the end of the day, regardless of religion or anything like that, we as a human race learn to love each other first and foremost. Let's just politics, religion aside. At the end of the day, only we can take care of each other. And hey, it's COVID, man. Let's do this shit.
Cheers to that, dude. At the end of the day, it's all
So
about fucking chilling with the people you like, making new friends. I haven't made new friends in a long time. But, it's all about just enjoying yourself because...
helping your fellow man out, man. If you can help, you can help. If not,
Yeah, because you can leave here today, right? Get hit by a mailbox, man. Mm-hmm. That's supposed to be at home.
Yeah.
But that's weird, right? The universe is like, we're going to kill Chris.
I'm down on Trump, all right? I survived COVID. Ain't no fucking truck gonna take me out.
Yeah, man. It's all about just enjoying it. Enjoying the moment.
Learn to respect each other.
The little moments like this, dude. Dressing up on the day before Halloween.
Learn to love each other more, learn to respect each other more, and learn to learn more from each other.
Yeah, I think it comes down to like what you can do to help people.
Yeah. Or just being
not like, hey, what the fuck can you do for me? Like if you think like that always, you're gonna end up in like a dark hole, dude.
No escape, man. No ladder to get out of it or nothing. You're just stuck in that shit.
You're stuck. A black, dark, deep black sand.
Oh, this is a story I wish I had thought of bringing up for like a scary story, and didn't cross my mind until like to recently. The bleeding walls in Atlanta. You heard about that shit? The house.
Yeah.
I don't know. That just dawned on me just now. That should have been something that should have been something I should have went with today too. We can say that for another
like
episode.
a house that bleed blood.
Yeah, that bleeds walls. I can say that for another episode though, because that's a really good fucking.
Wait,
story.
let's read this chat real quick, and then we're gonna take a little tiny break.
Yeah. What's up?
He says, do y'all think racial tension is manufactured right now, or it was there but just hidden?
Oh, that's a good ass question.
Yeah, you can answer that, Donald. Dark Donald. Dark skinned Donald.
Donald Trap. I think it's both, man. And I do believe that both things can be right. I think it's hidden a lot. If you look at like how, because we live in this day and age where you don't see people running around in white hoods anymore in America.
Like what do you mean?
Like KKK or doing cross burnings anymore. If you look at people like, say, David Duke out there in Colorado, who's like, the Grandmaster Dragon, or whatever the fuck you call up the KKK. As far as I can remember, he was one of the first people of the KKK to realize, like, hey, this white hood shit doesn't work anymore. We need to change up to where start wearing like suits and ties, or kind of integrating ourselves into a way of like being judged. Well, I'm gonna say he thought of this idea, but like just being more sophisticated and then pushing your idea because it's more acceptable than running around fucking burning crosses. And it worked because he was able to run for politics. He didn't win shit, but it makes it more acceptable because at this time, even when there's people out there right now who are legit racist who don't like being called racist, but it's almost because they kind of fall for this thing of like, well, I'm not wearing like a white hood or anything like that, burning crosses. It's kind of like evolved in this. I think that's like the most dangerous version of racism is when it's disguised and it can smile in your face. I'll give you the perfect example. Fucking Joe Biden. Now, I'm not saying he's racist, but he's done a lot of shit to hurt the black community. And with that being said, is like, if he was racist and if he was truly part of some kind of KKK thing that she's done to the black community would make a lot of fucking KKK members proud. But I'm saying, like, you can get people in these positions. Like, if I was running for president right now wearing a hood, I would have no chance in hell of winning at all. But if you put on a suit and tie and you're speaking like in a convincing way, boom, right here, motherfuckers. But if I can speak in a very convincing way and I don't kind of like push fear in some kind of way or whatever, and speak in code, it's way more effective than being like burning a fucking cross, So I think it's still hidden, but it's being marketed in a very, very fucking smart way now. Where it's like, I wish racism was easy as it was with white hoods again, because you can just point them out. And now it's just kind of like they could be a police officer, a judge, your fucking doctor, a general or some shit, somebody in an administration of a president. It's kind of hard to pick up on it now because they done traded that shit in. And when you really look at it, the ones who traded in for like suits and ties, when they see still like, KKK members walking around with white hoods and stuff like that, they look down on them. They're like, oh, they're savages, because they feel like, okay, these people have not got the idea of what we need to do to get past it, and they're still living the old days. So even white supremacists like Richard Spencer, who is always around with Pepe the Frog and all this shit, he hates KKK, because he feels like they're savage. Like, why y'all still doing this shit? It's not marketable anymore. It's old. This ain't the fucking Jim Crow era. So they've evolved
like
now.
they evolved, but they still have that same
The
mentality.
yeah, but they've gotten smarter with that shit. So, I also do think that the media a lot of times too, they do weaponize it on the same flip side too, because the media can easily just like, I remember doing with the protests going on, they was only focusing on the riots going on during the summer. They weren't focusing on the positive protests. and then so with it seems like the mainstream media was only focusing on the riots and not on the peaceful protests going on here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And when the protests was like more calm, more peaceful, like for example, out in Denver, the protest was so solid. Police officers, because of George Floyd's death, the police officers started standing with the protesters, holding hands, taking a knee, They don't never talk. Only reason I found out about that shit because I have a friend who's like who was out there doing the protest, and the cops and the people were one and the same. I ain't never seen that shit on the news though. Never hear about it.
That's crazy. That's
There's
the crazy
no
thing about
money.
media. They never want to show nothing good.
There's
why you only see all the crazy bad shit.
What they
and then
say-
people they make up their minds about all this crap.
What they say in what's that shit? That movie Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal, like if it leads, it bleeds. Or if it bleeds, it leads. And some shit. They want to go for the grimy shit, the controversy, man. And then
That's how it is, dude.
yeah, so I do believe it can go both ways, but
And then it's all about whoever get the information first. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong.
yeah,
They get the information first, and then they fucking
they
throw it
run
all
with
out.
it, man. So quick, it's so fucking quick.
It's reckless, man. These fucking humans, man. You guys better get your shit together, man.
Get your shit together, please.
Guys, get your shit together. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back with more ghost stories.
All right, I gotta take a piss.
Be right back. What's going on, guys? Welcome back.
You know-
Stunt man, I see you, man. Is this a stunt man from
From
like
way
10
back?
years ago?
Yeah, for real. What's good? We remember.
All right, let's get back to these
Oh my god, the back
Halloween stories.
the back of my kneecaps are sweating, dude. That's how hot it's
Damn, Donald.
Oh,
Damn, Donald.
my fucking fat knees. Holy shit.
Oh, you want to do the dark secrets of the hotel Cecil in
Let's
Los Angeles?
run it. I was actually gonna ask you if you wanted to start that. Yeah,
Yeah.
This is crazy.
You want to start it?
I'll let you go. Because I gotta pull up something.
Okay.
I'll let you go.
All right. So there's this famous hotel. They claimed it as a suicide, right? But it wasn't actually a suicide.
Oh yeah, with old girl. Yeah.
It's like this weird killing. I think you guys seen the video. It's a hotel in Skid Row out in LA and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Of this Asian chick. She went crazy berserk on the elevator. If you look at the video footage, she was freaking out, pushing all these buttons like
Scary
something was
shit.
attacking her and shit. And then later, she ended up in the water tower on top of the hotel building.
Yeah.
And the reason why it was weird because they were saying there's no way she could fit into that water tower, like the way it was designed and stuff. It was impossible for her to get into that water tower. And
Yeah, her name was Iliam. What's her name?
Elisa
Elisa
Lam.
Lamb. There you go.
Elisa Lam,
I think she was like. I think she might have been from Canada if I remember correctly.
Canadian student.
I've watched this shit so many times. It's not even. God damn, his hair.
You okay, Donald?
Fuck. How does he do this shit?
You
It's
okay,
on my
baby
eye.
boy?
What the fuck? This shit
What's
hurts.
going on, man?
I think it got behind my contact.
Ooh, you want me to get like an assistant out here to help you out?
Oh, I think I'm good. I'm just do
Get your boy Baron Trump.
this like pirate style. With one
Get the
eye.
little baby boy Baron Trump out here.
Oh shit! This shit.
All right,
fucking-
so Elisa Lam, Canadian student at the University of British Columbia in Vancouver, was recovered from a water tank, Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles, 2013.
Damn, that's 2013.
Yeah, it's not that long
Holy
ago.
shit! No, when I first heard it was 2013. I didn't realize it was that long ago though. Holy
Yeah.
fuck!
And they said like she has like some crazy like bipolar issues, so they didn't really. I don't think the authorities really took it serious like as like a case with paranormal shit, because she had like a record of having like bipolar or schizo. Did she have schizo? I don't want to fucking wreck this story.
Yeah, I think they're saying like maybe like bipolar. They had like supposedly she was like a lot of like, I think it was like schizo, bipolar disorder, and a whole bunch of other shit that she was dealing with prior to that or something. And then she had an episode when she got in that hotel. But I got my own theory on that shit.
Yeah, and then the way they found out that there was a body in the water tower, because I don't think anybody would ever looked up there, was when the guests, when they were like using their water, it started turning black and shit and had like a bad odor.
Yeah.
So then they investigated the water tower, and that's when they found her body.
Yeah, it was crazy because like a lot of the guests were complaining about the taste of the water at first. And then it's like, okay, this water's tasting kind of fucking funky. This is before it started turning black.
That's why I don't drink from the faucet, Chris. I mean, Donald.
Why are you coming at me like this? I didn't do anything. I feel like that was an attack.
I was waiting.
I feel like that was an attack.
I was waiting like an assassin.
Sleepy Doctor disrespect over
I
here.
was waiting for the momentum to build up.
I don't drink tap water, all right? It does horrible things to my skin. No, like, so they was complaining about the water was nasty, and they said it turned brown. I started turning black. So I was like, the water may have been probably clear at first, and they were drinking it like normal, and then when it started turning black, they was like, what the fuck? Because people was complaining about the smell and the taste before it turned black, right?
Imagine if you had like stuffy nose and you can't taste or smell.
You
so
fucked.
you're just fucking drinking dead person water.
Hey.
I feel bad for those people that with the broken noses.
Or they just can't have, like my dad, he doesn't have a sense of smell, so he'd be fucked.
He'd be drinking the shit out of that hotel water.
Hey guys, I made a pot of coffee. I'm like, oh, we good. We good. It's
I didn't boil it. It's just black. Out the tap.
We good, Daddy. Oh, just put that over there, please.
Tastes like fucking Asian blood.
Oh yeah, so like what was it? Oh fuck. Oh, all right. This is like a crazy thing too, right? There was a movie that came out before she had died, right? Did you hear about this shit?
It's called Dark Water, right?
Yes.
2003.
Yeah. What's the coincidence of that shit, man?
Here's the thing, like with the story with people being found in water towers, if you look deeper into the story, there's actually a bunch of cases all around the world, especially in China, where they find bodies in water tanks.
No shit.
So this is like actually a thing, you know? That's why they made that movie back in 2003. So when they found her body in 2013, they're thinking it's like, oh, she's just doing it from whatever movie she saw from 2003, like, because the water, the body being found in the water tank is actually a thing.
God damn. And then
a lot of people actually are found in water tanks.
But then it happened in the what? So the movie did it based off of what happened. It was in China, you said, or something like that, and then over there, and then
Yeah, it's actually like a common, well, not common, but it happens.
and then what happened in L.A. after the movie came out.
Yeah, but
So-
long after that movie came
Yeah.
out.
So what if the curse carried overseas, man?
Who
'Cause that's
knows?
some
She
weird
was
shit.
Asian.
Yeah, they Canadian, right?
Stun Man says Asian blood, hell yeah. Parap the Rapper says Gilbert Grape was found in a water tank. Who was that?
Oh my God, for real?
Stun Man. Thanks for the follow, man.
Eating Gilbert Grape. I've never finished that movie. I only watched like a chunk. Does he die? Spoiler alert! If anybody wants to tell me.
He said he was found in a water tank.
Gilbert Grape. That was old school. I was about to say, man. I never finished the movie, man. What the fuck? No, Gilbert Grape is this movie with like young Leonardo DiCaprio back in the day. Like he's like a kid. He was in it with what's that motherfucker name? The Charlie Wonka. I mean, fucking Willy Wonka, motherfucker. Johnny Depp.
Oompa Loompa? Oh.
Oh, Johnny Depp. He was in a movie with Johnny Depp and shit. And then, like their mom was like big as shit or something. I don't know. Okay, nah. Anyway, I'm getting off track. But yeah, so the videos they had showed, right, was like she was on the elevator, and I watched one YouTube video that actually went down every single button that she pushed, and they're saying like one of the theories is that the order that she pushes the buttons is supposed to lead to like a gateway to hell or some shit. I don't know. That was one video I saw. But when this first happened, everybody was going apeshit, like trying to like what happened, and it was strange because she kept peeking her head off the elevator.
Yeah, it's not that complicated, guys.
Okay.
It's not like she hit a secret code and then
That's what some people were thinking.
this is just people letting their imagination get wild. That's how you get all these urban legends.
Damn.
The code she pushed was actually the code to get to hell.
Up,
No.
down, left, right.
Stop. It's not that hard to get there.
San Andreas codes, man. Like, for real.
But yeah, like they're saying like the entrance where you get to the water tank was actually difficult to even get there for a normal person that wasn't an employee, because you got to have like your ID badge, you got to get like beep 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 beep, go pass through all these doors just to even get there in the first place. So it was strange to have somebody like her already freaking out, able to get to a location like that where it's super like off limits to regular people, and she was able to get there. And then on top of that, have her fucking body go into a water tank that's almost impossible to get in there.
And she was small, but that shit was the entrance to the inside though.
Yeah, the
was
way
too small
yeah,
for
they had
her.
to cut that whole shit up.
Yeah, they had to
get her
get
out.
out. Yeah. And which means if she couldn't get in, if they had to pull out that way, well, I don't know. Maybe she might have been bloated by then. It was water.
But she was completely naked.
Oh, man. Fucking crazy. That's like one of the most haunting stories that come out of that place, too.
But then, like, the autopsy, right? It took them, like, I think, like, 3-6 months to get the report from the autopsy and shit.
No shit.
Like, they did, like, super deep tests on her. She wasn't on any drugs. They only found, like, 0.06% like alcohol in her blood. But she wasn't under any like psychedelics or any hallucinogens. So she was clean. Like whatever she saw it normally, like with her own state, not under the influence of any drugs.
And I always wondered too, like, is like the camera footage they got her on that elevator, is that the only cameras they have throughout the whole damn hotel? I actually heard it was illegal. Well, I don't know. I thought it was illegal that it was like to have cameras on elevators in the first place, but I mean,
no, that's not illegal. That's illegal.
I thought it was illegal. I don't know.
Every elevator has a camera.
No, I've seen a lot of elevators without cameras. That's why wild shit be going on elevators, man. Wild shit.
You're not supposed to see it though, but most elevators have cameras.
Now I'm gonna be paranoid now. Fuck, I didn't even know that.
All of them do.
Man,
especially if you're working like a government area.
You know how many times I've like scratched my ass on the elevator or something? Oh my god, I don't believe
that's not important.
I don't believe it. No, it is. It is.
But
to
if
me.
you do something else, then scratch your ass. Like I don't know, create an atom bomb. You will be like they will see you make that bomb.
I'm the president of the United States. They can't see me scratching my ass on the fucking elevator. They can't.
It's okay. It's only gonna help you. The rapper says, "You saw Beyonce's sister beat up Jay-Z in the elevator."
Yes, I did. It was like the funniest shit ever.
And that's like some random ass elevator, dude.
Beat the shit out of Hove. Hove would not fight back for nothing.
Those cameras are out there, man. Don't underestimate that shit.
And she spit in his face. I would have fucking kicked into the camera, but you know he was cheating on Beyonce, so I mean, whatever. But
I say take it to the house.
Oh my god!
What?
I feel like I just got into a time machine with that.
Like fight at home.
No,
fight in public.
I was thinking about the song. So never mind. I went off track. Hold on.
What's up, Jeff NC, North Carolina? Ray Rice.
Ray
Rice in the elevator.
Oh, Golf. Yo, what's good, homie? What's up?
Oh, that's your people. Yo. We got your people up in here. Let's go.
Welcome to the Media Hijack. What's good? Ray Rice. Oh shit, he knocked the shit out of his girl in the elevator.
He did a haymaker.
Oh, my boy from the Ravens.
That fool fucking.
He went missing. I don't know what they did with him. I think they threw him in that damn water tank at Cecil Hotel. What happened to Ray Rice? Anybody know? That man been missing for like forever. Oh, he beat it. But they married now.
He's probably training right now, you know.
Ray Rice knocked the shit out of his girl, which I think she spit in his face. Oh God, that came from the
and he fucking lit her up, right? With some 1-2 jab.
Yeah, he knocked her out, but then he dragged her out the elevator.
Damn.
And she was just like,
he was just done with that shit. It's like fuck it. I don't even care.
She like went like ragdoll physics on it. She was just like this, and then he just dragged her out, and then they married and shit. She was like, "It's my fault." I'm like, "Damn."
She's like, "My bad. I deserved it."
She's like, "I'm not gonna."
And then her jaw's all fucked up.
She's like, "Well,
on a wire."
She was probably like, my jaw's fucked up. I need to get the bag, so I'm gonna stay with him. I don't know, but they still married from what I heard. That's wild shit.
That's for the media.
Oh, Jeremy says he got kicked out of the NFL. Oh my God, no. I was wondering what happened to him. They didn't. Nobody really. I remember they did an investigation and that was it. It's still with her. Yeah, they still together, man. I think they might have a kid now.
Said that shit turned into a Halloween costume that year. Did it?
Oh, dude, yeah. Man, you know how people are, man. People don't give a fuck.
Couples costume.
Jeremy says, dragged her off. Yeah, but like she was dragged off like it was like a fucking dead body. She was done, man. She was done.
She's alive though, right? I don't want to laugh.
Oh, yeah, they married. Yeah,
okay,
yeah. I think they might have a kid now, man.
That's funny.
He fucking dragged off like.
What's his first name? Elevator.
Who? The baby. Escalate. That's because that situation escalated quick as fuck.
That's crazy. Yo, Tenendo, what's good, dude?
Yeah, Tenendo was good.
High five, Tenendo. Tenendo was our regular, man.
Yes.
Fucking, we should have been made him like a mod, you know?
Oh, for real?
We forgot how to do that. Sorry.
That's all good. That's been a while since we had
the rapper 0 to a human. Oh, to 100. To 100. How you say it, Chris?
100.
Ghetto Trump.
Oh, Donald Trap.
No, Trap Trump.
Donald Trap.
Donald Trap.
0 to 100, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that was wild. That feels like a lifetime ago, man. This how long these years been. I forgot about Ray Rice. That shit's classic.
You wanna jump?
Not that I'm championing it. That was just wild shit. What's up?
You want to jump into another story?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh wait, no, the Cecil Hotel. We can keep going on with that shit.
Oh, what else you got?
Oh, because it was Cecil Hotel, right? This is when people started digging through the history of Cecil Hotel. After
the hotel's closed down, though, right? Now
I thought it was still open. I think it's still open to the public. People can still.
I thought it was shut down. A lot of suicides. It has a history. A lot of suicides at the hotel.
Yeah, but that also like
it's in Los Angeles. Parap the Rapper.
Yeah, it's. I think it's still there. Like they haven't closed it down. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, it's still working. Can somebody Google that?
Yeah, please. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think it's still going, and there's still residents that have been living there for like the longest. Like hotels, like a lot of people don't notice. Some people might need to know it. Some people like they'll just pay their rent every week at a hotel. Some people live in hotels, like straight up.
Yeah, that's normal.
Get the room service, whatever. And there's people that's been there since like the 60s, and they've been calling like Suicide Cecil or some shit like that because it's always been like people just offing themselves there, whatnot.
You think the hotel is just like
this shit's cursed, bro?
Yeah,
this
it's like built in
cursed.
like some type of dimensional warp hole to like the dead people. You know how like some locations, like if you built like a restaurant under like Indian burial ground, the restaurant would be like fucking crazy.
Like Lanier?
Yeah, like Lanier.
Like Lake Lanier? Yes, I don't trust on that shit.
Yeah,
and this is from somebody who's not super duper spiritual, but you know, I do believe in respecting the dead though. That's some other shit. Yeah, but it's they call like a Cecil the Suicide. Well, okay, so one of the people that was actually she wasn't murdered at the Cecil Hotel, but she was there the night before she was murdered. Was a chick named Elizabeth Short, aka the Black Delilah.
What year was this?
47.
Damn.
So Black Delilah. I don't know if you heard of her, but she was like this chick, which I don't know why they trying to blow up like that. She wasn't like anybody big, but I think like how she was murdered may have just been like that fucking. It might have been gruesome. But I guess it was like she's supposed to be like this up and coming actress in Hollywood, and supposedly she stayed the night at the hotel, and then maybe a night later, a couple nights later, they found her body was like her internal organs was like removed.
What?
And she had like a Glasgow cut, like kind of like the Joker from the Batman movie with the cuts on the side of his mouth. Her mouth, I think it was cut like that if I remember correctly, but it was like a horrible like fucking murder, which I don't think was. I probably just. I gotta say this. When it happened, like when it comes to white people, that was kind of the horrific of that murder in America was like not normal, and so and especially to a woman, and I think the media was like, holy fuck, like what the fuck, why is she missing organs and shit and whatever,
yeah.
And then all hell broke loose from there, and then that's when the bad reputation started because over time they started finding out that like serial killers were staying there, like
so it was like a place where it just
gravitated towards like motherfucking.
It takes like bad people in. Like
Richard Ramirez, which if I remember correctly, this motherfucker thought he was a vampire. I think he may kill a baby. Like a lot of people stayed in this hotel, and it just gained just like a shit ton of infamy from another serial killer that after Richard Ramirez was locked up, a copycat killer from Australia who was a serial killer came and stayed there as well too, trying to follow in the footsteps of Richard Ramirez. But they wound up catching his ass. People was committing suicide, and it was
so death was like a normal thing at the hotel.
The rag. I feel like I don't know. Some people probably just chilling there, like, "Hey man, well the rent's cheap," and then they probably just used to it. I don't know.
Jeremy says they had her story on American Horror Story.
The chick?
I guess that same story that you were telling with the chick from 1947.
Oh,
where they
Black
had
Delilah?
her mouth like slit up.
Oh yeah. I never seen that one of American Horror Story. I haven't seen it since The Coven, bro. I need to catch up. That's like season 4, so season 3 or some shit.
What season American Horror Story on?
I have no idea.
I only seen one season that was super good. I don't know what it was though.
Which one? Oh, you say you know?
I don't know.
I saw The Coven with the witches. I saw everything else before that. I never seen Asylum. I think it was with what's that motherfucker's name? Lady Gaga. I think it was that shit. The Asylum. I don't think I've seen that one.
Parap the Rapper says, "Damn, you guys have any Casper friendly ghost stories?" I think Lake Lanier was a Casper story, right? That was kind of friendly.
Oh, you mean like something like friendly
like
stories?
A normal, like a Ouija board story.
Oh, God.
You know any Ouija board stories?
No. I mean, my shit's scary. Not really scary.
Would you guys play the Ouija board in the chat?
I have.
You have? Mm-hmm. Anything crazy happen?
I only used it like once. It was my parents. My parents got it back when I think.
You played with your parents?
No. My parents got it back. I think maybe in the 60s or 70s or some shit.
Oh, they got that fucking
the OG,
dank Ouija board.
The OG one, man. You gotta like, gotta blow the dust off of it.
That shit's made from like wood that was back from the 1916
Jumanji board.
Yeah.
We got the old school Ouija board. But now I've only used it once where we had some across the street. There was like this lady that like lived across the street from me and my sisters, and she had like her nieces and nephew came into town to visit, and it was funny because they were like the mirror image of like how me and my sisters are. Like there was like an older daughter with my older sister, and they wound up becoming real cool. They had one son who I wound up becoming really cool with, and they had a younger daughter who I think my younger sister became cool with. But we were like the mirror image of each other, but they were from New York, so it's kind of like, hey, like 2 daughters, 1 oldest, 1 youngest, and then you got 1 son who's the middle child, and we just kind of like mirrored each other, and we messed around with the Ouija board one summer.
Where'd you play it at?
We played in my parents' house garage. We played
one that I went to.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We played in that garage.
Do they still live there?
Yeah. They have been there for like almost 30 years now.
Damn, holding her down.
Place is probably haunted, but whatever. It's still nice. But
yeah, maybe because you.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I never. But I look the Ouija board thing. I think was offered by the oldest girl who lived across the street from like my parents. Like
it was offered to your parents.
Well, no, they was offered. She was like, "Hey, like you guys have a Ouija board? We should try something one night." And then at first we was all like, "Nah,
That's
we're cool."
a fucking trick, dude.
If I remember correctly, I can't remember if she kept offering or whatever, but I remember her aunt got into like a real bad car accident that night or something like that. I think somebody may have died or whatever. And then the oldest daughter of like, or the oldest niece out of like 3 kids across the street was like, we should try to like, make contact to the other side to see what happened.
What? That was the first thing they thought of like once she died?
I was like,
hey, let's try to make contact, guys.
Well, I had a crush on her, so I was like, let's do it. So I was like, no, I don't want to. I was like, yo, let's go. But the straight face was like,
on the inside, I don't want to do this.
No, each was like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, but she's so cute. And then, whatever,
Did you guys use candles?
No, it was straight dark. And then I think the only light that we had coming in was like.
So how are you supposed to attract
a tiny?
People?
I think we had like a tiny lamp. That was it. No, not like an old school lamp, but like a little whatever lamp in the corner. But it was dark as fucking it though. And then so we asked the Ouija board like, hey, like, is your aunt like she was like, hey, Ouija board, da da da. She talked to the other side. She's like, hey, is my aunt okay? And it got quiet for a second. And then me and this other dude, I think his name was like Ray Ray. We were like, I know it sounds like a fake name, but I swear to God, that's like his nickname. But he was like, me and him was like, man, this is bullshit. I'm kind of like trying to be cool with him, like, man, this shit's lame. Let's go outside or whatever. Next time, like, it moved for a second. And then we was also like accusing each other, like, who the fuck moved it? Who moved it? And they kept inching over. Like, when you see movies when people do the Ouija board shit, it seems like it moves instantly. It kept edging over to like every now and again, kept edging
like
over.
It was trying, right?
Yeah, and then eventually got to like, yes, because she asked if like her aunt was okay. But it's like, it took forever to get over there. And then, I don't know, man. I mean, maybe now at my age, if I could focus on if it was moving like that, I'd be like, man, somebody's moving that shit. But back then, I mean, man, I was crushing real hard on that guy. I was like, yes, no, maybe so. Like, I just want to be brave for her.
Like when you guys were done, did you guys like say goodbye and stuff?
Oh yeah, they stayed
Play
for like
by the rules.
They was there for like the whole summer, for like from June all the way up to like fucking August.
Yeah, but did you guys, when you end the session, did you say, all right, goodbye, spirits?
No, when they said yes, we're like, hey, celebrate.
And then you just left.
And we did.
And you left the portal open.
Hey man, it's probably hanging on my back right now. I'm just like, motherfucking, it's just hanging on to me.
You ever have like back pains or anything? Sore back, sore legs, or whatever?
Back sometimes.
Okay, I mean you're good then. You don't have nothing on your back. Usually when people have like a lot of back pains, they're saying it's usually because someone's fucking lying on your back.
Oh no, I sleep like a pretzel sometimes though.
You want to know another crazy story and shit?
What's up?
Why they tell people they shouldn't take a long shit? Because they might die. You know why?
Oh, dude, why you say that?
Because they're saying if you take a shit so long, right? Every time you take a shit, there's a ghost in there with you, counting every single piece of your hair, right? So if the ghost counts all your hair, you're dead. So that's why you should never take a long shit. Because when you're taking a shit, there's a ghost in there counting every little strand of your hair.
Is this for real or? So I don't know.
Folklore, man.
Fake news. I don't know. I never heard of it. I take long
it's a story
shits.
for people to not use the restroom for a long time.
I take
But
shits.
it might hold some truth. That's why I take a shit. I do that shit fast, because I'm like, I don't even have that much hair, so ghosts can count that shit real quick. That shit's like 41, 42, 43, 47. I'm like, get the fuck out of there.
Oh no, like a couple weeks ago.
47. I'm out. I'm done taking the shit. I'll cut that shit off, cut that turtle head. Done. I'm out.
A couple of weeks ago, you did say that. You was like, it's like I go drop a deuce or something. And when you came back, I was like, God damn, it's like a world record. Like, dude, I usually like, I'm like, yo, let me get on my.
I'll be cutting that shit.
I'm like, yo, let me get on my Audible. I'm gonna listen to American Gods or some shit for about 30 minutes. Like, I'm gonna bust some real shits out. Listen, I'm like, what's going on with Shadow and shit? Let me listen to American Gods, dude.
Yeah, so don't take long shit, man. You guys gonna get fucked up.
Or if you got hair like me in this course, like a Brillo pad, just chill, bro. Like, you good. You straight.
The rapper says his older cousin told him that story, and it's been real since then. I think we're like super late.
What happened? Oh, fuck yeah.
But yeah. They're laughing. I don't know what they're laughing at.
Probably was talking about taking a shit.
Jeremy says, I knew Bob was going to jump in. And Bob, is she supposed to be at work and shit?
Yeah, don't get fired.
Saving people's lives.
Curing corona.
Freeing false accusers of people that's done
DNA?
Drugs and shit.
Oh. You
Rape DNA or whatever.
Man, don't get fired. You talking wild shit.
You're going to get you fired, Bob. The rapper says, what if the Ouija board is just folks on the other side chatting in a chat room to us and shit. And the scary shit is dumb trolling. That's what it is. If you're speaking to anybody, like if you're praying or whatever, they're always in another dimension. And when you do make that little contact, it's because you're kind of vibrating at a different frequency to where you can almost hear whatever they're saying. And it usually happens when you're sleeping, because when you're sleeping, you're out of the zone. You're not even normal no more.
I don't know. You kind of like accidentally like interrupting the conversation a little bit. Right. Or whatever's going on.
That's why they're saying like when you want to like contact the spirit world, it's good for you to like get into meditation, because when you're in meditation, it's almost like you're sleeping, but you're not.
Yeah. You're
still fully awake, and then you can actually hear shit. You can see shit. It's wild, man. I don't fuck with that shit.
Maybe that's what like sleep paralysis is. Like paralysis, like
I got that like 2 days ago.
like sleep paralysis entered the chat. Like you just actually stumbled in. Like, oh shit.
Jeremy says Marvin said take that shit fast because ghosts can count your hair. Yeah, I bet you guys are gonna remember this story for the rest of your life, dude. There's gonna be a ghost counting every strand of your hair when you're taking a shit.
I'm gonna trick him. I'm gonna keep.
It's an Asian story.
I'm gonna trick him. I'm gonna wear this wig, right? And then when they get done, they be like, "Oh shit, he's got more underneath." And then,
you can't trick ghosts, man. They see right through you.
Take my time.
Ghosts see right through you, man.
You can't rush a good shit, man. I don't care what the other side says. You gotta.
They see right through.
That's how you get hemorrhoids. You gotta let it fall out. You can't push it out.
Ghosts be trying people, man. Like they know someone's like a bitch and shit. They would try that motherfucker. Like someone's acting like super hardcore and shit. Man, the ghost will light his ass up.
Time to check.
They would drop that cockroach like right in front of him. Start screaming like, "Where the fuck that roach come from?"
So we're about to test your gangster.
Yo, I gotta take a leak real quick, dude.
Let's do it.
This fucking soda you bought, it's crazy. Be right back, guys. 1 minute. Welcome back, guys. Welcome.
What's up?
Got my boy out here, Donald J. Trump.
What's up?
Where's your son, Baron?
Baron. Oh yeah, that bitch got COVID, but he's good now. He's
he got COVID?
Yeah, he's all right though.
You sure it's not time traveling?
No, he actually went back. That's why he's not sick, because he got in a time machine and then came back with the cure.
Oh,
so yeah, there you go. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell Biden. Fuck that motherfucker. But
Chris, you got a target on you now.
Yeah, well, it's on my back. It's on my back. Pence, get it off. Get it off, Pence.
I got it. Get that shit out of here.
Thank you, Dr. Disrespect.
Slick Daddy Club. Let's
Holy
go.
Shit. Let's toast to that.
Toast to that.
Let's toast to that. And fuck the pandemic.
That shit is weak.
Shit's weak sauce.
People that get sick from that, they got fucking weak night blood.
That weak DNA.
Like, that shit's not even black. That shit is like white. Their blood is white.
Pure white. Martian blood.
That weak, no sun blood.
QAnon gang.
All right. Let's get back to this ghost stories.
Let's do it.
What else we got?
Let's see.
I want to hear something scary, man. Something that will keep me up at night.
do
Like
it.
when I used to be a kid, right? Maybe like a couple years ago. The one movie that scared me when I was a kid was Pet Sematary.
The very first one?
The second one.
The second
I didn't see the first one. I
that's
saw the second one.
I'm like you. I saw the second one first before I saw the OG one. The
That
second one
shit
was
scared
scary.
the fuck out of me, dude.
With that motherfucker from Terminator, John Connor.
Yeah, and the
Him.
fucking the rabbits.
Yeah, and then I think
Fuck, I was scared.
the sheriff dad and shit. I think that.
Yeah. I was
And he,
like,
and he pushed
damn.
that kid's face into like the dirt bike wheel.
Yeah,
That's it.
I couldn't
Yo.
sleep, man.
I saw that
was a
shit in
kid.
theaters. I thought shit.
It was crazy because like we used to live in LA, right?
yo,
And
Jeremy's
then
like
we would visit my cousin in San Jose. It's like a fucking 7-8 hour drive, like going to like Northern California. And then when we went there, they rented the movie Pet Sematary. We watched that shit at the house. There's a bunch of people in the house, like Asian people just sleeping all in like one bedroom. But then like we watched that movie. I was a kid. Even though I was sleeping in a bedroom like with a whole bunch of other people, I was still fucking scared because of that damn movie Pet Sematary.
See when
It
I
was
was
so powerful, dude.
when I was a kid, I have a new movie that kind of freaked me the hell out recently, and I just saw it like a couple days ago for the first time. But when I was a kid, Candyman used to be my shit. 'Cause I was like, yo,
I was scared of that shit before I even seen the movie.
that shit's scary as fuck,
Because,
dude.
you know, word on the street, that motherfucker's real.
like,
When
he-
I was in school,
like-
it was real.
Because I remember when I was a kid, like, you know, you watch horror movies, black folks die all the time, right? You know, whatever. But then when I saw Candyman as a kid, I was like, oh shit. I was like, this motherfucker's in the hood and he dresses like a pimp. I was like, oh my God, we are fucked. He's got the fur coat. I was like, we are dead.
And his skin dark?
And he tastes like honey. I was like, oh man, he'll get all the women. And then it just fucked my brain up when I was a kid to a point where my dad pushed me in the bathroom one time and he closed the door behind me. And when he turned off the light and closed the door behind me, he's like, Candyman, Candyman. I was like, ah. 'Cause I got
You're like, fuck that shit.
I was like, I hate this family. But a movie I just saw recently, which is super duper fucked up, and I'm a grown ass man. Even that movie kind of disturbed me. Hereditary. That movie came out like 2 years ago. If you've never seen Hereditary, like I don't know if anybody's seen it. This is one of the most disturbing movies I've seen in recent fucking memory.
It's like disgusting horror.
It's almost this like it's not really super disgusting. Well, yeah, it's kind of disgusting, but.
It's not like horror, like paranormal horror. It's like more of
No,
a...
it's paranormal shit, but it's like a lot of shit psychological. Like there's a scene in a movie where you see this lady, she's walking out of a room, right, and she turns off the light, right, and in the corner of the room, she sees like in a shot, like she's like because room's all dark, right, in the corner of the room, she sees like this old lady. But like even like if you're watching the movie, you kind of like, it makes you want to squint your eyes because you can almost barely see it. But you're kind of like, what the fuck? And when she turns lights on, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. But it's like
it was nothing?
but it was a fucking grandmother. But she didn't. You find it later on. Okay, whatever. It's a grandmother, sort of. Whatever. But it's a watch the fucking movie, folks. It's scary as shit.
Is it free?
Netflix.
Netflix?
I bought it on Prime.
Hereditary.
You
You know who talks about the movie a lot?
know,
Bobby Lee.
dude, that movie is fucking insane. I'm telling you, this shit is real. That movie is. Look, horror movies don't fuck with me like that at all. But if it's shot well and well directed, it more than likely I'll still sleep fine at night and it won't scare me, but it can still be creepy. Hereditary is one of the movies like if I was a kid, this movie would have fucked me up. Because there's scenes I'm like, why did she not see that in there? Oh my God. But I see it as the viewer and I was like, oh my God.
So we should watch it according to
Yes.
whatever you're saying.
Yes.
I will not fall asleep.
Hereditary. No. It's one of the movies kind of like,
You know the last movie we
very
talked
well
about,
shot.
I fell asleep.
which one?
The one on Netflix or on HBO.
Oh, the fucking
The one where the priest was fucking everybody.
Dude, it's a slow burn, man. It isn't Netflix. Yeah, that was slow burn.
I was
The
like,
Devil Knows, I think it was.
all right, Chris.
Failed.
I gotta take like your recommendations like
No.
with a grain of salt, you know.
No. I think you would like you would definitely like this movie more than The Devil Knows because this is more supernatural shit. Where The Devil Knows is like the evil inside of people. I think the supernatural shit would probably be more something you.
I don't really like that supernatural shit.
For real? What? Because there was some evil motherfuckers in that movie. You should have finished The Devil Knows then. That movie was, goddamn, evil motherfuckers. But I don't know what was. As far as a movie that scares you, I don't know. I don't know if you expected The Devil Knows. Like The Devil Knows is not a horror movie. It just shows like the badness inside of people. If it gives them like a religious excuse to be bad, but they still see it as like it's justified type shit. Where Hereditary is kind of like, no, this is probably one of the best horror movies I've seen in my entire life, and I'm done.
I don't know.
Please,
Chris.
somebody in a comment if you can hear.
When you say the word the best movie, I can't take that serious no more.
I think Hereditary is up there, but you know,
I'll check it out though.
you need to trust me.
Real quick.
Let's do it.
Parat the rapper says, "Can y'all talk about the free masonry and the spiritual
Stuff they do
and the spirituality and the ghost stuff they do?"
Past person stuff.
We don't know. We don't know too much about
They
that.
chose
So
Biden
we can't talk about
almost
that.
like they want Trump to win. I know a little bit about it. The only reason why I know, like, well, it's not Freemasonry. I just know about, like, skull and bones and shit. It's kind of hard to narrow down because some people want to make it to like a black and white situation when in reality it's kind of like a very gray. It's not like one political party is involved in this masonry type shit. It's just kind of like, that's like, for example, like Bush and his father was in it. And then you got like, what's that motherfucker's name? John Kerry, who's in it.
It goes back too far. We can't even.
It's too
can't
much.
even touch that. You want to get to some Southeast Asian folklore?
Let's do it.
All right. So there's this famous. I wouldn't say it's like ghost story, but it's like a famous urban legend. But I think it's really real and shit. It's in like Southeast Asia. It's about like people out in the country, right? They get cursed and shit.
Okay.
And what happens to them when they go to sleep, right? Since they're cursed, when they go to sleep, their fucking head comes off their body. Like super sci-fi shit. Like stuff like, it's so hard to believe that this shit is happening in a country like that. But here's what happens. The head, when you go to sleep, right? If you're cursed, the head comes off the body and it starts floating with all the guts like still attached to like the head.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah. I know what you're
the
about.
spine and everything. Like it comes off their body and then they just go around like floating through the village or whatever, going to like creeks, eating frogs and you know, all that nasty shit. But the reason why I think it's like true is because my parents, they talk about it. My parents, they don't play around like that. They know it's real. They talk about it. My cousin mom talked about it. She said she saw that shit. Like they say like out when they're having a baby out over there like in Cambodia, they will put the baby like in an area where it's wrapped around like a whole bunch of these like leaves and shit, because they're saying, you know, because when the person who was cursed, right, when their head is like detached from their body, it's not dumb no more. So they just go around trying to eat shit, you know, just to survive and shit. And they're saying when you have a baby, right, because the baby's still fresh out from the womb, they still have the blood or whatever.
Oh, Lord.
So the head will naturally go towards something like a baby because it's like fresh blood.
Yeah.
So if you're in a village, right, you have a baby, you would put the baby in like an area where it's wrapped around a whole bunch of these crazy leaves where the ghosts, well, not the ghosts, I guess the ghosts will avoid that because if they eat that, it fucks up the whole organs.
Okay.
So that's like their trick to avoid the headless ghost lady.
Just to trick it, like wrap it up in like eucalyptus leaves or something.
Yeah, like some type of leaf that they know if they eat it, they'll get fucked up. So they just go to the easy prey, like eat frogs or whatever in a creek. It's a crazy ass fucking story.
Yeah, I remember that. 'Cause, well, I always wondered too, like
Headless ghost, man.
because I remember I heard this story before. I think we talked about it in the past too, but I always wonder like, is it always females or is it just males? Because I always heard it was like
I think
females.
it's all females.
Okay, because I heard
It's like
it's
a curse, like from a
some
long
weird
time,
shit.
like centuries ago and shit.
Yeah.
And it passed down through generations.
I do remember hearing this shit.
Because there's actually a story like out here in Georgia,
Oh God.
like in Riverdale. It's actually a story like in Cali that I know in Sacramento, but I'm gonna talk about the one like out because it's like it spreads through generations and shit.
You said Riverdale?
Yeah, there's like one in like Riverdale. There's
too
somebody's
close.
grandma, dude. Somebody's grandma out here in Riverdale. They said they saw her head fucking floating at like behind a Quick Trip, a gas station out here in Georgia.
Goddamn.
And they're like, what the fuck? Somebody grandma out here fucking floating out here. This is just a story I heard. I don't know if it's true. This is just what I heard because they were talking about the same shit with the floating head. They saw somebody's grandma head floating behind the Quick Trip and shit, trying to eat trash.
At a motherfucking Quick Trip. For anybody who doesn't live in Georgia, Quick Trip is kind of like a fucking supermarket from a gas station. Like that place is like crowded 24 hours a day, man. That is a horrible spot to pick for the haunt.
It's a crazy story.
God damn.
You just have to see it for yourself, you know?
I don't want to see it.
I never seen it, but the reason why I knew it was true is when I heard my mom talking about it. I was like, what? Like my mom believes stuff like that? So I thought that was weird. My mom would talk about stuff like that. And then Cream mom, she talked about like, yeah, we saw it out in the country. I was like, what? So it's real? Because we used to talk about it all the time. But we never knew like anybody who actually saw it, you know?
See, like, there's a story that I heard back when I was a kid from my parents, and I think maybe like some nieces. They have not nieces, but like some aunts and uncles or whatever. But it might have been, I think it was like, to this day, well, I haven't asked my parents about this probably about like a decade, but they used to always tell me and my sisters, like, hey, in Baltimore, we used to have like this guy that used to go around, and they used to call me Mr. Nobody, and he would like snatch up kids and shit like that. And he would do this, that, and the third to him. And then we would ask him, like, well, who's Mr. Nobody? And they would never tell us. And that was it. And it bothered me for like fucking forever. So I was like, this is.
Was it Bruce Willis?
I think it's like some troll shit. But I don't think like with your parents, I think your shit's more legit than mine. I think they were just fucking with us because there was no backstory. It's just Mr. Nobody. That's as far as I got from my lineage. Like,
wow.
He might have been a crackhead for all I know. Who knows? Had to be.
Rap the Rapper says, y'all see Trey's grandma floating behind QT? Yeah, I was getting a black and mild when I saw that shit.
What happened?
I don't know. I guess he's saying he saw somebody's grandma behind the QT.
Hey. Chilling. Like,
You got any other stories?
I was going to talk about, like, the legend of the Bell Witching or the Bell Haunting out in Tennessee.
I want to hear about this.
All right. So this is like this family, right? This dude named John Bell and the Bell family. They're from North Carolina, and this is like back in like in 18 some shit. I think it's like 1830, whatever, right?
Tennessee.
But there's North Carolina. They go like the Tennessee. like, they travel out there, and then they get there and they want to get some land. Or they want to buy some land. They want to get some land or whatever. And then they had the neighbors called like the Bats, right? I'm horrible at names, so just try to keep up with me on this. So when he gets some land or whatever, John Bell actually winds up buying some more land off of the Bats family, who had been there for like fucking forever, and whatnot. Basically they was kind of like they basically want to be neighbors, right? And then so one day, the guy, the male guy, the dude, the breadwinner of the Bats family, right? He climbs up a ladder one day or some shit or whatever, but he winds up getting disabled, working on the farm. He's injured. He's like fucked up his whole body. He can't do shit. He's completely disabled. And because he was the one that brought the money into the house for the Bats family, the family started suffering financially. And in order for them to keep money flowing in, they wound up selling like portions of their land to John Bell, the new neighbor from North Carolina. They sold him land, right? And because the Bats family was hurt so bad for money, they sold it way cheaper than it was supposed to be. And the Bell family, they knew it was like, oh shit, we got a fucking sweet ass deal. We'll take it at this low ass price. Until I think the wife of the guy who got disabled, she winds up telling him like, yo, why'd you sell him that fucking land? Like that was like you got fucked over in a deal. Like that land was worth more than what it was worth. And then he was like, oh, guys, and then that's when the family started beefing over that. Like, oh yeah, you took advantage of me because we was hurt for money, and and they started bumping heads after that. And then so eventually winds up getting to a point where the family still kept hurting for money, to where they took one of their the Bell family, the one from North Carolina, went to buy one of their slaves. Yes, folks, this is the problematic time, so I'm not gonna get into all that shit. But with the Bell family wanted to buy the Bats family's slave. They took the slave. And the Bats family at first was like, hey, we don't want to give you our slave and we'll sell it to you until she's of age, because we want her to stay with her mother a little bit longer. When she's of age, then you can buy her. And the Bell family from North Carolina was like, cool, we'll do it, whatever. And so anyways, when the time came, the deal went sideways and shit like that. And that's when the Kate Bats from the Bats family was basically like, you know what, I'm gonna make sure this family, the Bell family, is gonna suffer forever for trying to fuck us over, because they screwed us over on the land, and now they're trying to screw us over on a slave, trying to like rob us on another like discount or whatever. And then so after that, the Bell family, the house started getting haunted.
How?
They started hearing like weird noises at night. Oh, actually, the first instance of a supernatural nature was when John Bell was walking outside going hunting. He's outside hunting one day or whatever, and then he sees in the woods like a creature with like the body of like a wolf, I think it was, and like the head of a rabbit or some wild shit.
Like a chupacabra.
Some wild shit, yes. I think chupacabra would look pretty more normal than a damn rabbit on a dog body or some shit or whatever it was. And so, holy shit.
What the hell was that?
My bad, sorry. Drinking too much of this Kool-Aid over here.
Got Olivia in the house.
Hello, Olivia.
Hello, Dr. Disrespect. Who that?
Yes, it's the president.
But continue.
Oh yeah, so John Bell, he's out there one day hunting. Boom, going through the woods, and then he winds up coming across like these damn. He comes across creatures, shoots it, and when he goes over there, creature's gone. After that, whole house gets fucking crazy haunted to the point where some of the younger kids were like sleeping in bed at night, and they would hear like scratching on the wall type shit.
Wait, is this a witch story?
Yeah, it's like a witch story, but at first it's a witch story, but it's kind of also like it's a witch story. So at first, like
Bob like that shit. If she's still in here,
Bob, if you look up.
If your ass still in here,
look up Bell witching.
This is a witch story. She be reading books about witches, dude.
Yeah, look up Bell witching,
like for fun.
If she looks it up, this is actually a very popular story.
She reads it for fun. Like she's not even reading it like for research. She enjoys this shit.
This is a hobby.
This is her life.
And so the kids started experiencing it to the point where
Jeremy said she loved that witch. She loved that witch shit. I bet you anything she's reincarnated from a witch, dude. Because Bob, she be dark. She be doing some dark shit, dude.
Hey, Bob.
I can't mention on here because someone might get arrested.
You trying to get her fired, man. You trying to set her up, bro.
Bob be on some dark shit, but go ahead.
All right, so like the family.
Sorry, Bob.
So the families would start hearing like So the family would start hearing like the younger kids and the family would start hearing like scratches on the wall at first at night, right? And then that was
scary. Like you're hearing like
just like at night they would hear like scratches on the wall.
And this is like before the internet.
This is before the internet.
So Alexa, she's not playing around.
No camera, no CCTV.
This is like natural analog.
This is natural. Not even analog. This is like carving in rock shit.
That's scary. See, that's scary.
And so they was hearing like scratching on the wall at first, and then the people of the Bell family, from John Bell's family, they would hear howling outside the house at first.
Howling like a wolf,
like a creature, or maybe a wolf or something. I think that's the only thing. He was like, it might be a wolf, but it might not be. They weren't sure, right? They were cool with that at first until one night they heard the howling inside the fucking house.
Oh, that's a whole different story.
At first, because it's like, yeah, we heard outside. It's kind of normal because they lived in. This is like
now. I was like, how?
What's up?
You hear like bouncing off the damn
the
walls.
vibration, like you can feel that
surround sound. How? Fuck.
Them Bose speakers. Do people still have that
That's
shit?
scary. Yeah,
dude, bounce.
Bouncing off ceilings and shit.
And so then they start hearing inside the house. And then one of the daughters, she woke up one night to somebody was on top of her.
Oh, like a paralysis or like
a paralysis
real life?
Shit.
Or real life, she was awake.
But it sounds like paralysis, but the way it's described, it sounds like she was actually awake. But how it is, like she felt like she's being held down. She was awake, but it feels like what you would feel in paralysis. I think that's the thing I'm thinking of, right?
So she went through like a paralysis.
But she's being held down. She's also getting slapped in the face, getting scratched in the face. And when she tries to move her head, her hair is tied to the banister of her bed. She can't move her head.
She got long hair.
Her long hair got wrapped around Becky with the good hair. She got wrapped around the banister, so she's stuck. And so while she's trying to move her head, she gets slapped around and beat around and shit. And when her parents come in, like John Bell and his old lady, they come running in, face all beat up and shit. And she's like, oh my God. Like, there was times where like, she would try to pull the blanket over her head, right? When she pull over her head, like, some kids getting her ass beat.
But they're inside.
No, they wasn't inside. They were under the blanket with her, but that'd be fucking insane.
That's like Sixth Sense shit. Remember that one scene in Sixth Sense? When the fucking, the dude, he went under the blanket and then the fucking girl came
was there?
in.
Oh my God.
In the fucking, the tent he made, and then she threw a ball over him.
Yo, she didn't throw
That was so fucking scary.
She's in TV show OC?
Yeah.
You know, she's hot in real life,
Yeah,
but
she still looks sick.
yeah. Oh no, she look good. But let me get back to this shit.
She's a sick character.
But anyways, no. So like the girl would put a blanket over her, right? And when the blanket was pulled over, like she would get snatched out of her hand, still get slapped around and shit. Like, what a 5 finger say to the face, get beat the fuck up, right?
Baby powder.
Baby, yeah, the baby powder in it. And then the parents would come running in or whatever, and then they would like, you know, what the fuck's going on? I can't remember. I think her name was like
Making all that
Lucy or some
noise.
shit. And so that happened with one of the daughters. The other daughter was a girl who, because they had like, I guess they had like maybe like 3 or 4 kids. Another daughter was walking to school one day or whatever through the woods, and then she like saw something going on over her eye, and when she turned her head, there was like a little girl in a green dress just hanging from a tree, just like swinging, and then it just went away like that, and then she got scared or whatever and then ran off.
Did it look like a normal girl or it looked like some weird ass looking girl?
And this is all their account. I guess she said just like a girl, but she was there, then wasn't.
Do you think they were hallucinating the whole time?
There's some shit that comes up at the end of all this. Is kind of like, yo, were they tripping off of something?
Like that's like my white side talking.
Was it the wind?
Was the wind blowing?
What's that noise?
You know,
I'm gonna go check it out. And then and then there'll be times where like the younger kids too. I think it was like John Bell's younger sons, while they were in bed, they would hear like gnawing, like shit like this, like
biting on their like the
on their bedposts. Like they would hear it. They would hear it, but they would look over and there's like nothing there. But they would hear like shit like gnawing on the bed, and eventually got too much to handle to where this is where the story gets kind of like really sketch. But they invited a friend over, like as an eyewitness, like, hey, like we can't sleep at night. Come over here. We need you to actually, like, you know, we need an eyewitness other than our family, because they were trying to keep it a secret at first. Because back in the day, like, you could accuse anybody of being a witch, all hell breaks loose. I think the reason why they want to keep it a secret because they didn't want to look like they were a cursed family or whatever, because that would be a bad look on them. So they brought a friend over one night. Dude was like, yeah, cool, I'll chill with you guys, whatever. And I'll try to like communicate with the ghost. And he talks to the ghost. And when he does communicate with the ghost says like, he asks the ghost like, hey, like, what is your name? And the ghost is like, well, my name is Kate. Kate is the neighbor of the people they was beefing with. Of the guy who got disabled and shit like that, and they was fighting over like territory and the slavery and all that, like the slave that got fucked over on all that with like the business deal. Her name was Kate. The reason why I think the story's kind of funky is because back then, at that time, with the neighbor family who lost their land over like a shady ass deal, Kate, after her husband got injured, was disabled, Kate became like the head of the household. She was taking over shit. And so she would walk around town and she didn't take shit from anybody. Back then, if you was a female that was, you know, fuck you, you man with your swinging dick, I don't care. If you was like that, the men back then didn't like you. So a lot of people was like, oh, she probably like some witchcraft because she acts all bold because she can think she should put a curse on anybody. But in reality, it might have just been like, yo, she had to be the breadwinner, had to take care of the family, and she wasn't taking shit from nobody. But they still put that, the Bell family, who was like getting cursed with all this shit, they still put that stigmata on her. Like, hey, like, she's the witch or whatever. And
so did they kill her?
No, nothing ever happened to Kate at all. Nothing happened to her. The only thing is, like, the family kept getting worse with the family.
So what was haunted? Was the house haunted or what?
To this, they say that the story winds up being like, it seemed like it was haunted in some aspect because she winds up saying, then again, I don't know, it seemed like they might have been lying because there was part of a story too where John Bell, the guy who wound up bringing his family from North Carolina down there to the farm or to that land, buying land, he actually winds up dying. But he to me it sounded like he had a stroke, but half of his face was like paralyzed and his tongue started swelling up to the point where he couldn't eat no more. And the day that he died, his son was walking down the hallway and he smelled like a foul odor from his father's room. He went in there and his father was already dead in the bed or whatever. And he found like this little vial on the ground that, you know, when he picked it up, it was like, it stunk, but it's like, it smelled like poison or whatever. And he's like, I guarantee you it was like fucking Kate Batts, you know, the neighbor, you know, chick, whatever. But nothing ever landed with it. They tried to accuse of all this shit. Nothing ever happened. But the guy, John Bell, he is the first man and probably the only man in the history of America that when you look at his not death certificate, I don't think it's a death certificate, but when you look at his autopsy and what they put down for his cause of death, the thing is, it says supernatural. He's the first person.
What?
It's the first person ever that's been labeled as supernatural death, and probably the only one. But it's like supernatural. That's his cause of death. And
That's weird.
And so then Kate Batts, the next door neighbor who had the disabled husband, they went on, lived their life or whatever, shit, whatever. I think they wound moving eventually too, but the family, one of the daughters wound being sick too as well. But she said like while she was going through her fever, she said like Kate would come into the house and give her like nuts and berries and then would leave. But the house would be completely locked up. So she was like, I don't know how she was getting in here. But she nursed me back to health, but killed my father. That's what the daughter of the guy who died, the guy who died said. So some wild shit, and eventually
Seems kind of...
Yeah, it's always been a sketch story though. I mean, but they got a cave nearby too where they say it's completely haunted.
Man, all caves are haunted.
Yes, they are. I don't care what's in it. Even if it's bats, it's haunted. Maybe bugs, it's haunted. And there's even a point in the story where the 7th president of the United States, Andrew... The 7th president of the United States,
6, 7, 8, 9...
7. Andrew Jackson, my favorite president. He actually visited the house before he was president. He was a general at the time.
Was the house already like labeled as a paranormal house?
Yeah. By the time Andrew
So
Jackson,
this house is super old.
Yeah. Although, so the house before they got there was not paranormal. This is like brand new, built up, shit like that. They built on the land.
So it was made paranormal.
But after it got cursed, everybody in the town and from around everywhere, even Andrew Jackson, before he became the 7th president of the United States, he was a general and of the Confederate Army, and he went there and visited while he was a general before he was president. And so everybody from around everywhere was like,
he got fucked up.
Yeah, he went there and he said like, this is kind of the story. The wagon was going and the wheels stopped, and he was like, oh yeah, the witches did it, and then the wagon kept going. He heard a voice or whatever. Him and his people spent the night there. They said they heard some voices and all that, and then he was like, I would never.
I hear voices every day, dude.
And basically he was like, hey, like I would rather fight like 1,000 British soldiers than stay in this house for another night. And a lot of people had these accounts where if they stayed the night in this house, that it's been like some creepy ass shit that you can't sleep. But the thing is, if the house is haunted, it seems like they try to pin it on, somebody who they had a beef with. The house might be haunted, but it just seemed too obvious to point it at somebody who like. Indian burial ground, maybe. Like we said, who knows?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's all right.
You guys want to hear a real personal ghost story?
Let's do it.
You guys ready? Is Bob in here? Bob she knows about this story.
Should I run to the bathroom right quick? I feel like I gotta go.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, when we get back, I'm gonna tell you like a real ghost story.
Let's do it.
Don't leave, guys. Be right back.
Woo. Sorry. Fucking bladder got full of shit.
Is that fast?
Not bad.
Papa the rapper says overactive bladder having a what is that? Mass fast? I can't read it.
Motherfuckers, I guess.
Oh. Jeremy says Bob's not in here. Hold on.
He says you're not here? Oh. I don't know if I want to try to knock this out before the end of the show. Let me go with something like...
That's drunk driving.
You know what the fuck I am?
Because the beer we're drinking right now is like... It's pretty strong, man. It's got 9%.
That's the highest beer I've had in quite some time. So
9.5%. That Golden Monkey.
Yeah, man.
Halloween beer.
Oh, yeah.
Ready? Uno, dos, tres. All right, we're back. All right, so let's get to some real ghost stories. Mm-hmm. So back then, right? 1991, 1992. Before I was the consecutive 2-time champion, blockbuster champion.
All right.
We used to live in this house out in San Jose, California, Northern California. My parents, they were struggling, right? Moving from apartments to apartments. And then we end up moving into this one apartment, right? One thing that was weird about the apartment, the front side of the apartment is all glass. Like the door, all glass. And then another weird thing was it was in between crossroads. So the street was going one way and another street was going directly into the house that we were living at. Mm-hmm. And, my parents were struggling. So this was like a weird thing, like for my parents to move to one place and then move to another place. that was not common for, people that immigrated from Asia to go to a country and then live in one place and quickly move to another place.
Yeah.
It was never like that. It's once you move to America, you stay there and then you fucking build your whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just come to America and then you live there and then you move. But this is what my parents did. We moved there and then we moved, which was weird. But I tell you why it's weird, because that fucking place was fucking haunted, dude. Real shit, legit was haunted. We had like monks over there at the house, right? Randomly. It wasn't even a funeral or nothing. They had monks at the house like doing prayers. Like almost like if I look back at it, it looks like they were blessed in the house. And, as a kid, when I saw that, I was like, why are there monks in the house doing these prayers? It didn't make sense. Like as a kid, I saw that. It was weird. But when you look at like our family photos, when we took in the house, a lot of the photos had fucking weird ass orbs in a lot of the photos.
What?
It was weird, dude. It was a weird ass fucking
like the
house.
orbs that you would see, like usually see, like in
like
old photos.
Yeah,
and
old
shit,
photos, like
just
chilling.
chilling.
Just say like it was like a ghost in your house or whatever.
What you thought it was back then, though, when the monk showed up and was doing?
I didn't think anything. I was a kid, but when I looked back at it, I was like, there wasn't no funeral, no nothing. So I was thinking my dad was trying to get the house blessed by like legit monks and shit.
Yeah.
And
there's
one thing that happened when we were in the house, we were playing like dog. I was playing like I was the dog, right? So here's what they did. These motherfuckers, if Bob was in here or whatever,
fuck,
they made me the dog, right?
Okay.
They put a leash on me. I was the dog, but they used like a belt, for your pants. They put a belt around my neck and they walked me like a dog, right? And here's what's crazy that happened. When they did that, right, we actually saw a real dog in the house, like a ghost dog, but the dog was blue and it ran through the kitchen, and that threw everybody off. Everybody was like
a blue dog?
Yeah, like ran through the kitchen. This is while I was pretending like I was a fucking dog.
Yeah,
because they put the fucking belt around my neck. I was like, hold the fuck up. And I look back and I was like, why? Why did I do that? Why did I put myself in that position? But yeah, I was the dog, man. In my family, I'm the youngest one in my family.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. But the people that don't know, now you guys know I was the youngest one, so they could do whatever the fuck they want. So they made me the dog. And then we actually saw a fucking dog running through the kitchen and shit. That was like the first paranormal shit we saw in that house.
So everybody saw the blue dog? Just
Bob knows.
Was like
if Bob was in there, and then Robert, he saw it too.
It was like a regular sized dog? Like a medium or some shit? Like a little
dog?
It
was like a pit bull type, big dog.
The fuck? And then what happened to it? And what happened? It just ran
through the kitchen.
I'm like, Mom, Dad.
But here's another weird story, like with my brother Robert. He told this story a long time ago when he was a kid, before he started making up stuff. He said, he fell.
What the fuck? What is this smoke?
He fell out of bed. This was his story. I didn't see this one. This is just a story he told me a long time ago when we were kids.
Yeah.
He fell out of the bed, right? He looked up like at the center of the living room. He saw a lady, white lady in a dress, standing in the middle of the living room. Now, this is this house, I told you that, was haunted.
Okay.
This is the house that my parents, we lived there for like less than a year. We moved out. So if you look back at it, it's weird for an Asian family to move into a place and then move out, unless something's really wrong. So I know my parents, they saw something too. That's why they moved out.
God damn. And Jeremy says, and he starts screaming.
No, that was here.
Wait, what?
Oh, this is another story. Jeremy, he's skipping, but
Jesus, there's more.
I'm telling you, like the real story, like when we were kids.
Yeah, back in LA.
It's when we don't have to fucking make up nothing. I don't think Robert was making up anything back then.
Yeah, it's kid.
Because when we're so young, we don't.
Kids are assholes. They don't understand the concept of lying at the time. Yeah.
They're not trying to get clout back then like that.
There's no TikTok.
Yeah. They're like, we're super young. We're just telling the story. But now, like, I don't know. I don't know about anybody's story.
Everybody's got motivation.
There's something like, evil behind every intention. But yeah, but back then, That house, the reason why I know it's legit haunted, because we moved out the house so fast.
Shit.
And it's just weird for Asian family, because that disrupts everything. Like they waste money even going to that place.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, so I was like, damn, why did we move out the house so fast? And then, we looked back at it like, oh, we saw that dog. And we looked back at the pictures. We saw all those crazy orbs in the pictures. And I was like, oh. And then I'm thinking, my parents, they saw something. And my mom, she's like, fuck it, we have to move now. Because I'm pretty sure she saw something too. Because they got all those monks in the house for no reason. They didn't tell us. And they blessed the whole house and shit.
Hey.
It was weird, dude. It was a weird-ass energy in that house.
So that was the first house y'all ever moved into. The first house, not the first house, but, excuse me. It was like, it was haunted at first, and then y'all went and moved to. Now, the next house y'all moved into after that, was that the last house y'all lived in before y'all came to Atlanta, or?
No. After, like, San Jose, we moved, like, after that haunted house, we moved to, like, another apartment. And then from there, we moved to L.A., and then we lived in L.A., and then we moved there.
Oh, okay.
Bob says, remember when Dad used to hide that crybabies at the top cabinet? And then she fell from the top. Yeah, my dad, he used to work like at this ice cream factory or whatever. Okay. So he would bring all these treats and shit to us. So we would like eat all like the coolest shit or whatever. And I guess he would hide shit to where Bob wanted to, be like adventurous and try to
get that
climb on the cabinet and get fucked up. I don't remember that though. Bob was a wild kid. But you know who was a real wild kid? The oldest sister, my sister Kelly.
What?
She was like
she's super chill.
She's something. She's like a gangster, dude. She's like a gang member. She was wild, dude.
The leader.
Kelly was wild, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then y'all just eventually.
Kelly was the wild one.
I don't think I've ever.
She was like the most hardcore one. Like, if she was a dude, she would be in a motorcycle gang. That's how crazy she was. You know how it's crazy how like the oldest sibling, like in your family, is always the one that does like the most crazy shit.
Actually, mine's the opposite. It used to be my older sister when I was like.
So the youngest one doing the wild shit.
Fuck yeah. She was. I mean, I was just like,
I always thought like the oldest one, they did the wild shit, and then they get the most respect.
Yeah, like when before I hit the age of 10, it was like my younger sister. And then when we became teenagers, it was my younger sister who was like that motherfucker. and me, I was just a regular dude. I was just like, yo, whatever. I'm like,
you're just enjoying the fireworks.
I'm like, I just want my license so I can get the fuck out of this house for a little bit. For the love of God, please get me out of here. This family's nuts.
So in your family, the young one was the wild one?
Yeah. She was the wild one.
Okay.
And my younger sister be like, the only reason why this falls on me, she's like, is because my older sister is a goody two shoe. Like that's why I take all the hits.
I've never seen your older sister.
For real? No, that's not. You never met.
I've seen your younger one because we went to high school together.
Yeah, way back. Yeah, younger sisters. Yeah, I guess she just looks like us. I guess I don't know. Shorter than me, but taller than my younger sister.
But your younger sister's like the nice one.
Super, super nice. My younger sister's nice too, but she don't take shit from nobody. My older sister, super cool, super chill, but she's one of those people who's like, when she gets mad, it's like maybe she's been building up for like maybe a decade or so, and you like get the fuck back. But yeah,
it's all bottled up.
Yeah, me, I'm just somewhere in the middle. I'm like, I let it go, do what I gotta do,
Jeremy says The Mandalorian season 2 starts October 30th.
I know. When the Mandalorian,
you're a Disney subscriber too?
Who, me?
Subscriber?
Hell yeah! Oh my god, my shit's about to run out. I had it free for a year because I went with Verizon. If you were with Verizon and you like get that code or whatever, you have it free for a year. But my shit's about to run out. But I literally got.
How many episodes are this season?
Oh my god, I can't remember what the first season was. Maybe like.
Is there only one season right now?
Only one season right now. Shit is
7?
fucking.
I could finish that on a lunch break.
Maybe 6 or 7 episodes. It's not that crazy. First season was dope. Season 2, fuck. My homegirl comes out on the 30th too, so I might.
It's called Homegirl?
My homegirl, a friend from out of town. She's come out to visit me, and then.
Wait, she has a movie?
No, damn it! It's like
I'm confused.
I have a friend coming to town. I might not be able to catch like the first. I might not catch the first episode this weekend. I might have to skip it because I'm gonna be.
Wait. The new season's coming out.
Yes, season 2, The Mandalorian starts the 30th. and I might not be able to catch it because I'm gonna be doing shit this weekend. So yeah, I can't wait, man. The show's dope, man. I love it. But I heard what's his name? Pedro Pascal might be getting fired from that show. This dude is
Who's
tripping.
that?
He's the main character. He plays the Mandalorian. Apparently he's getting sick of wearing that fucking helmet.
Is it really good? Like, if someone don't know nothing about Star Wars, would they be able to get into it?
I can't really say.
I'm speaking for myself, by the way, because I know nothing about Star Wars besides Yoda.
For you, no, you won't like it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't think you would like it.
Okay.
I think like for me, because I'm a fan of Star Wars, I recognize some shit they put in for fans. I'm like, oh shit, yo, we on this planet or this planet I read about in the Star Wars.
I like
book.
shit like that too.
But I mean, would you recognize it? It's good. I mean,
Like, would I be like what I'm saying is, would I be super lost if I don't know nothing about Star Wars? Because I don't like to watch a show where it's like, oh, I don't get a lot of like the jokes because I don't know about Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, now I think about it, it could be a show that you could watch without any questions because the concept is like, dude trying to take care of a baby.
See, Jeremy says it's for new fans.
I was about to say, I had to think about it for a second. It's good to introduce new fans to it, but it also accommodates a lot of people who are fans as well too. Because I'm
sure.
So I'll be like, oh shit, well, yo.
But like for the new people, they wouldn't be completely lost.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, we on Tatooine and oh, we had this fucking like cantina. Like it's some shit. I'm like, oh, this looks just like old school George Lucas type Star Wars stuff where fans of the old shit might like it. But the story in itself is like, I mean, I don't know. It reminds me of like Jeremy says, like it's perfect for new fans. And it took me a second to actually kind of think through it because it's not like it digs so much deep into like a lore to where you're gonna be lost. It's kind of like there's a bounty hunter, boom. He comes across this kid who has this ability that is super rare that is supposed to be a part of like with Jedi's.
Is that Luke?
Nah. Like
to
Luke,
use the Force and shit.
Yeah, it's like a baby that can use the Force or whatever. But basically, like the Empire is supposed to kill all these people with the Force off. And now more likely the Empire's going to try to track down anybody who has the Force or anything like that. But this bounty hunter who went on a mission.
It's like 23andMe. They're trying to get everybody DNA so they know who has the right DNA that has the Force.
They kind of something with some genetic shit too, if I remember in one episode. But
fuck, they're
it's like
onto something.
It's like they're trying to track down this kid. Like they're trying to track down this little baby. It looks like Yoda. I know everybody knows who Yoda is. It's like Yoda, but like a baby. It's like a baby version of it, which I thought.
But it's like 100 years old, right? Because Yoda, he ages like.
I think the baby's like 80 or some shit. I can't remember. Yeah. But it's like still a baby though. Like.
But then Yoda, like his real age is like 500 or some shit like that.
I think like 900 or something.
Fuck.
So this baby's like 80, but still
immortal.
Baby. Yeah, this long ass life.
Immortal.
Oh, Jeremy says the baby is 50. Yoda's 800. What's it?
Yoda's 900.
There you go. So there you go. But for Yoda's race, which they don't have a name for it, that baby is like 50, which is a baby within their race. For us, that's like, oh, yo, you about to clock out soon, maybe like.
But like Yoda, like he's not like a bunch of Yodas running around, right? That's like it's not a big race.
Yeah, so I guess like from my understanding, because I didn't even look this shit up too with the show, with Yoda's race, as far as I know, there's not a name for it ever. There's never been a name for Yoda's race. You've never seen anything live action of Yoda's race except for just Yoda. But now you have like this little baby, so I guess like their race is very force sensitive. They have like.
So where'd the baby come from?
That's what we're trying to figure out. We don't know who the mommy daddy is.
So there's only one season.
One season, yes. And this baby Yoda, everybody calls it Baby Yoda because there's.
I'm about to be expert by next week.
And with Baby Yoda, there's no.
Catch me next week, guys. I'm gonna be expert at all this shit.
Like there's no race for Yoda's race, so everybody just calls it Baby Yoda because it's like what the fuck do you call it? Because George Lucas never named it. Nobody's ever named it. And George Lucas, when he first created Yoda, always wanted to be like, yo, he's like, this special fucking race is like low in number, but very super connected to the Force, like super Force sensitive.
Quality over quantity.
Quality, which is why the Empire's like, yo, we got another Yoda running around out there that has a super connection to.
He have night blood.
Did y'all with the Force and shit?
Wait, you don't watch 100s, right?
No, not anymore.
Okay, so
I stopped.
You don't. If Bob knows here, you know.
But Nightblood, was that the creatures and shit?
It's like the people that can hold like a special chip in their body.
Oh God!
If they have night blood, which is like black blood.
All right, so black is good, right? It's good.
Yeah, they're the only one that can hold the key.
Cool. Yeah, you should watch Raised by Wolves too.
What is that, Twilight? Like the sequel or something?
No, that's the shit with the cyborgs. Is that like, hey Jeremy? Is that like based off of like aliens or some shit? I know it's on HBO Max. I've heard.
Wait, it's not a documentary? Because it sounds like a documentary. He says raised by wolves.
No,
so I'm thinking it's like some guy like in the wilderness.
Jeremy says no, it's on HBO. No, it's about some androids that come across humans, and I think they try to teach humans how to be human. I don't know what the fuck it is. I know it's like the androids are trying to protect humans, like who are like caveman type shit. Like I think.
I think HBO, they have a lot of the series where they're actually really trying to tell people shit.
Hey, yo.
Especially like with Westworld.
Predictive programming, like you said, yes.
Westworld, they're onto something, dude.
It's a mandatory watch. It says, no, it's on HBO. So what's the difference between HBO and HBO
You know
Max?
what's another mandatory watch, dude? If you guys have Apple, it's called Servant. It's called The Servant on Apple. Dude, watch it. It's fucking crazy as fuck.
Who's in it?
I don't know.
What's it about?
Just watch it. I can't explain it. But just watch it. It's called The Servant on Apple.
I was trying to write it down, but I don't have my fucking presidential pen. I really don't have shit to write.
It's crazy. It's about like a babysitter, right?
Oh.
And they're watching over. She's watching over a baby, and then the parents, right? The baby died for some reason, so they hired like a babysitter to watch the baby. But the babysitter's watching a fake baby. So, you know, the mom can get over the trauma of losing her child, but trying to go through it naturally. So they hired a babysitter to pretend like the babysitter is taking care of a baby. So, you know, because the mom, she's like a rich newscaster.
Okay.
Right? So she had money to do all that shit.
Yeah.
So she had the trauma of losing like a child in real life. So her doctor gave her a fake baby to cope over like the loss of her child. Right? So then the mother, she took it to another step by hiring a babysitter. And so her husband's like, dude, what the fuck? She's hiring a babysitter? Like, for what? This is a fake baby. Because she have a fake baby, like made out of like a rubber or whatever. But she hired a babysitter
to help take care of the fake baby.
To take care of the fake baby.
To help her deal with the loss of the real baby.
Yeah, right.
But then what happens when she, like, something happens to the fake baby?
Here's the crazy shit that happened. I'm just going to tell you just a little bit so you guys can like get into the story and then probably watch it. The baby happens to be fucking real.
I just saw Jeremy. Jeremy spoiled that shit for me. I just saw it.
Yeah, the baby was like a real baby, right? And so the husband's like, wait, hold up, dude.
Yeah.
And then, like, because every time the husband sees, like, a babysitter taking care of the baby, he sees her taking care of a fake baby. But when she's taking care of the baby, it's like a fucking real baby. It was like her dead baby. That's all I'm going to say. Like, just watch it because it's so fucking... It's good. It's so twisted and good. It's like one of those shows where you watch, like, on dinner nights and shit.
Yeah.
You have a nice dinner and then just watch the show. One episode a night, dude. Like, don't spoil it because it's gonna end so fast.
Then it comes out on a
It's already done already.
And that's it. That's it for the whole show. Like,
I think so.
I can't see how they can continue this shit forever.
It ended right. So I don't know if they're gonna do another season, but just watch it. It's one of those shows where it gets in your head, dude.
What's it called? I don't have
The Servant. It's called The Servant. Apple.
I was about to call it The Babysitter.
Yeah, dude, watch that. That's like one of the series
that
will make you guys subscribe to Apple for a month.
Is it free?
Check it out. It should be free for like new members. Rap the Rapper. What do you think about who will win the election? I let Chris answer that because I don't know anything about stuff like that.
I think it's gonna be me. Joe Biden. He's probably taking a nap right now. Actually, no. On some real shit. Fuck. I don't know, man. I know Georgia's up for grabs, man. This state is like, it's neck and neck, man. In the polls, it's holy shit. I think
Jeremy, he likes your Trump voice, man.
Thank you, Jeremy West. I really do appreciate it. Gang, you know, hey, we out here. But I do think that I think Joe Biden has a really good chance of winning, but fuck, it's not gonna be easy though, because they're breaking like records on like a lot of mail-in ballots. I don't think mail-in ballots has never been like this prevalent, like even in Georgia. But mail-in ballots. Okay, let me break it down like this. Here's the thing: the problem with this country is that a lot of people don't vote. Right? In reality, a lot of people in this country actually probably lean more towards the left than they do towards the right. Saying like most people probably lean towards like gay marriage and all this other stuff, and which is more like a democratic way, and the right's more like fuck gay marriage. We don't like abortion, all this other stuff. More people in this country seem to lean in the direction of like let people just live, fuck like everything like that. Like nobody should be able to choose how a person should live. But at the same time, a lot of people that feel this way don't go out and vote. A lot of Trump supporters, a lot of people from the Republican Party are loyal as shit. They'll stand out in fucking a hurricane if they could to go vote for a Republican, whoever the fuck ever's running for office. And that's where the problem comes in. The thing about this year is that mail-in ballots are becoming prevalent because maybe a lot of American people did not know this shit, but a lot of American people are starting to realize like, holy shit, I can just fill out something at home and send it in, because the average person in America can't afford to miss a day off. Most people live a lot of people live to the point of the poverty line. Is like if they miss a day of work, they're fucked on their bills. And so election day, which I do think should be a fucking federal holiday, where you go and vote, and they fucking it's a pay day off. It would get more people to come out and vote. I guarantee you, if it ever came down to that, the Republican Party would never, ever, ever agree to that shit. Ever. Because that would hurt them in the long run. They want their loyal base to show up because they know that if more people show up to vote, they're going to lose. Which is why President Trump does not like mail-in ballots, because it's a fraud. And in reality, there's nothing fraud about it. It's actually beneficial to a lot of people who can't make it there because of work schedules, or people got kids, or got to pick up the kids from daycare. It's very beneficial to the working class people of America. And
yeah, but would it be easy to manipulate something like that?
As far as I know a state like Colorado, who's been doing it since the fucking longest, has never had issues with it. Georgia might be a little different because you got like maybe. Here's
what I think what they should do to where none of it will be a fraud. You can only vote like with your social security number.
I disagree with that. That shit would get fucking identity would get snatched up left and right off that shit.
No, I'm saying because it could be only like your identity, right? You're the only one that's voting for this shit. Mm-hmm. So it will make perfect sense, and they should make it more easier to vote.
But but then you're putting a lot of people.
I know this is not like my category, but I'm just saying.
And I see where you're coming from, because it's kind of like, okay, your social security number is tied to you as a person, but at the same like your social security number is what makes you, right? And I see where you're coming from with that. At the same time, though, I've met so many people when I was working in retail who, I guess when they had to fill out like if they was like returning an item for that was defective in the store that they bought it from us or whatever. There's people who don't even want to show their fucking ID card, their driver license, because they think we're going to steal their identity. So Social Security would never work because that shit is like that.
Yeah, I'm just saying that because that's the only number
that's tied to you. And that's
what will make it like not a fraud, like if someone's doing like mail-in ballots or whatever.
Yeah, and I see like that from that perspective. But also too is like I don't think the most people would trust it, and also too it would be a thing of like. It could be subject to like a lot of people snatching up numbers.
Yeah, but still, like okay, like if you do like mail-in ballots, you can easily fuck that shit up.
I mean, for sure. I mean,
right?
Depends.
Like, look, Perhaps the rapper says, but what about the mail-in ballots that get thrown in the trash? We don't know about shit like that.
Oh yeah, I did say that, but guess what? I'm a fucking.
Jeremy says, no, it won't work. I think he was talking about Social Security.
Yeah.
Perhaps the rapper says, but what about the? Oh, he said that already. It says, they throw out early mail-in practice votes things way too. So I'm saying like the voting shit should be a lot easier to where if you put in a vote, right, it's completely your identity. Like, for example, your social security, right?
Yeah.
If that was like your code, if you did a vote with your social security, it's already guaranteed, hey, that's a vote from a real person.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that make sense? Over somebody that's just like doing some ballot shit, somebody voting for you, or I mean, I don't know how it works, but I think like the mail-in shit, that can easily go. It can easily be manipulated so easy.
Billy Waters, you're gonna love this shit. What's Parappa say? You're gonna love this shit. What'd you say?
What?
rappers is should be done with the blockchain.
The blockchain technology.
Block all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If they did it with blockchain technology, dude,
good.
it's so easy for you to backtrack where the fuck the vote came from.
We are good. But I don't know how that would work as a whole.
See, the thing, like with blockchain, like you can implement that shit, like right now during the elections. It makes a lot of sense for that shit because you can backtrack everybody, every single vote. It wouldn't be no fraud, no robot voting for you or whatever.
Yeah,
they can backtrack every single vote to a real human. That's the thing with blockchain technology. You can get the history from wherever that shit came from.
Yeah, but then again, like if this is gonna be used like an election, this is gonna have to be. It's gonna take a way longer than just be like the government. And I'm cool with it being accepted as like protection of people's like privacy. The thing is, though, is like it's gonna have to be government oversight and all this other bullshit, and it's gonna be more than likely. There's gonna be some politicians like we don't like it because it might hurt us, and see, it's gonna be. I'm cool with it, but if you can make it effective, but I don't know. In a perfect world, that shit would exist to protect everybody's
In a perfect world, it'd be all controlled by artificial intelligence.
Oh yeah.
It wouldn't be like, hey, you guys got to pick the red or blue team. It's gonna be one team.
The human race. I don't know.
The free world, man. Kanye, let's go. It's gonna be like in the future. It's gonna be just one team. You don't have to decide. Oh, I have to pick this. I have to pick that. Because does it really matter at the end?
Yeah, it's gonna be one team when we find out this fucking planet's about to blow up. By then it'd be too late. So
fuck that. I don't pick no teams.
Shit got tribalized way too much to the point where when shit hits the fan, everybody's gonna be like, "We need to come together." But by then, like, fuck it, it's too late. So
Parat the rapper says, "Is Trump a racist?" Shit, nobody knows. I don't know. I don't know the dude like that.
I think he's a super duper bigot. As far as racist, I don't consider him racist. He's never implemented anything, as far as I know, into law to hinder, like, you know.
I think anybody in that position would never.
Actually, not, I can't even say even building a wall was racist because it's not. He's never implemented anything in a law. I don't fucking know. It's hard to explain with him. I don't think Trump cares about anything at the end of the day, including being racist. Trump just cares about himself, which makes him more dangerous. Somebody who's racist, you can kind of read, like, okay, you can kind of figure them out. Or even if Trump was like very religious, I don't think Trump truly believes in fucking anything at all. I think he's like a nihilist in a lot of ways because it's like, I'm like, okay,
wait, what's a nihilist?
A motherfucker who doesn't believe in shit. Like he doesn't believe in
an atheist.
No, like words. Like the atheist is kind of like, I don't believe in higher power, but I can still care about you, me, my neighbor, shit like that. I just don't believe.
But nihilists is like they don't believe in like
a motherfucking thing,
like water pressure.
Dude, I don't believe the Earth is flat.
I just made that up, but
I don't believe the Earth is flat, round, sideways, pancaked, fucking like fried bologna. I don't care. Like I don't care about the little people. Like he doesn't care about shit unless it's him, and that's kind of like the worst shit with him. But that's just my opinion on it. I'm never 100% right about it.
You read all this.
Oh fuck, this shit's moving fast. Hold on.
But we're about to close out soon, guys.
Okay. Jeremy says he 100% only cares about himself and his family. Even then, though, bro, I don't even think I've heard some stories about him and Donald Trump Jr., man. I think they kind of...
Wait, hold on. What's the thing with Hunter Biden? Who's that guy? That's his son, right?
That's Biden's son. That dude is
So what's the shit going on with him? Because I listen to a podcast where they don't talk about political shit, but they mention Hunter Biden.
You heard about it? Yeah.
But I don't know what's going on. So do you know what's going on?
Okay, more or less. I ain't no expert on it. I can tell you the gist of it is like Hunter Biden tried to make some fucking business deal overseas, maybe like the Ukraine or whatever the fuck it was. I can't remember what it was. But when he tried to make...
That's Russia, right?
I can't fucking remember. I can't remember. He made a business deal using Joe Biden's name as leverage. Like, hey, like
a MasterCard.
Yeah, kind of like, hey, like I want to come to a business deal with you, fucking country, and because I'm cutting this business deal with you, you need to give me more money or something like that, and da da da. Which is basically it is corruption for him to do that. Like you're using your parents' name to help you, get more money out of a fucking wild ass business deal. The thing is though, is like, did Biden know about it or did he not? Who the fuck knows? That we'll never find out the truth of this. Ukraine. There you go. Thank you. The Ukraine. Goddamn. It was the Ukraine. He was cutting a business deal with the Ukraine, and Hunter Biden is like trying to get some more money out of his. So I might have been some kind of like I can't remember if it was like a power plant or some kind of like electrical deal or some bullshit. I heard about this a long time ago. I'm surprised they even brought this shit back up because this happened like last year, and then election season they popping it up again. But long story short, the fucking they're throwing Hunter Biden. They're trying to throw Hunter Biden under the bus over this is because he's doing a Stu Jersey. Holy shit,
Stu Jersey, what's up, dude?
Yo,
Stu Jersey, what's up, man? Welcome back, dude.
Welcome back.
Sorry,
sir.
guys.
Sorry, this
Stu
is
Jersey. Hey, we love you, man. Welcome back,
Stu Jersey's an oldie but a goodie.
Hey, it's good seeing you back here.
Welcome back.
We got some OGs up in here.
So, anyways, with Hunter Biden, right? His dumb ass wanted to kind of like a do business deal with Ukraine, and he used his father's name as leverage, right? The dumb fuck uses his father's name as leverage, and now here it is. Like we're gonna throw it in Biden's face.
I like that voice. I like it.
I'm trying, but hold on. Let me take a sip of this brew right quick. Hold on.
Yo, we got the fucking Trap Trump.
Oh, here we go. We out here.
Donald Trap Trump.
Yo, we out here, bitches. And so Sleepy Biden's son, right? His punk ass son was out there, he did coke. He was a party boy, smoking cigarettes, and
so that's the deal with him. Like he's like a cokehead or something.
He was, and he was. But Biden still loves him, and I mean, if he's like me, he would hate his son just like I do. But that's neither here nor there. But my point is this: with Biden, we're trying to tie his punk ass up to being tied to these deals with the Ukraine, right? With the fucking Ukraine. And it won't stick. It's not going to stick because everybody who's voting for Biden is going to stick with it. You know why? Because Biden supporters just realize that they're not voting for Hunter Biden. They're voting for Joe Biden. So this ain't changing shit. And I fucked up. I'm sorry, America. Forgive me.
Oh, my God.
My tiny little hands are sweating right now. I'm getting nervous. Oh, shit. Oh, fucking COVID. Oh, shit.
Hey, you okay? You okay, Mr. President?
It's about to be 28 days later in this bitch. It's about to be 28 days later. Hold on.
Dude, that was good, man.
Oh, no shit. Okay. But also
dude, you were giving like some real ass... You were dropping some fire, dude.
Oh, but some shit.
So what? So Hunter Biden.
Okay, so he is problematic. This dude's been mad problematic to the point
where...
So
is he like a party animal son?
This dude's like, yo, gang in my party, drank, whatever, fucks, like, do whatever I want, do coke. I think I got to a car accident one time and they found like cocaine in his system.
But that's crazy. Why would like his son have anything to do with like what the hell Biden's doing?
Well, they're trying to tie it to where like he used his name, like, and more than likely because his name's Hunter Biden. Biden is the vice president of like the first black president of the United States. You're gonna know who the fuck he is. Like, my last name was Biden. They'd be like, who the fuck? Your dad's Joe Biden? Like, is that one of them names? Now, whether you use that name to as leverage or not to get this Ukraine deal going, who knows? But they're saying that's what happened, and he got a shit ton of money out of it.
So the son has something to do with something like really major.
Yeah, because using your name, yo, like, here's my thing. Even though this has always been criminal corruption, I've always thought that even though this is corruption, and this is a Joe Biden problem, and this is not a Hunter Biden problem. This is an American problem. A lot of people, politicians, presidents, whoever the fuck ever is involved in politics, who've had grown-ass adult fucking kids have always used their parents' political name as leverage to get what they want. Joe Biden shit and Hunter Biden shit isn't fucking new. In fact, my kids, Ivanka, my beautiful daughter, yes, that's a sweet thing. Yes, and they've made business deals overseas as well. And if you look at my taxes, I actually made like $70 million overseas with I think it might have been Saudi Arabia or with towelhead countries. I made a lot of money, $70 million, unaccounted for, but it was all for my kids, and they've also been making money off my name as well too. And we're also building hotels too. We're building hotels, yes. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Oh, Dr. Disrespect, you're disrespecting me right now. How do you not know?
Wait, where they're building these hotels?
Building hotels all over Saudi Arabia, making all these deals. I can't do it personally because I'm president of the free world, but I've got a little henchman. Well, except for my daughter.
President of the free world? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I'm the God King. What was your question?
You said president of the free world.
Oh, yes, president of free world. Yeah, so my kids are out there, and, they're making business deals for me and still making money off of my thing. And yeah, it's a conflict of interest, but who gives a fuck? I can do whatever I want, right? I mean, who's going to fucking stop me? I mean,
you really can.
I can do whatever I want. Try me.
Do what you want, Donald.
Yes, Jeremy West is both sides
Donald.
are crooked. That is the fact. I hate how people try to paint politics as like, It's black and white.
Both
no,
sides is fucked up.
It's fucked, dude. It's very fucked. I didn't even want Joe Biden. I didn't even want Joe Biden. I did not want this clown to get it. I did not want this dude, but fuck it. Like, whatever.
So would you rather have Trump than Biden? I know it's like a touchy question, but
I'll take Biden right now. After what I've seen of the past fucking 4 years, it's there's still people that believe that Obama as president was the most divisive president in history. Look, I gotta love that much.
like, what do they mean with
the
divisive?
like the country?
What are they saying?
Like the country was more at war with itself under Obama than it is now. Don't get me wrong. I ain't no Obama fanboy like that either. He got his own fucking faults too. But let's keep it funky, especially 2020. We've seen what the fuck's happened the past 4 years. It has been nothing but chaos. People have gotten. Thanksgivings will never be the same again.
Why?
Friends will never be the same again. This politics shit is like torn fucking shit
So
apart.
this Thanksgiving is gonna be different.
Oh, mine's gonna be different. I'm not gonna be here. I'm going out of town. But I mean, but
You guys gotta stop fighting each other, man.
but families have been going at it, man, and we can't just pretend like. And even people that support
New
Trump,
Jersey says, "I hope they both lose."
I fucking wish, man. Yo, I'm a Bernie bro. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. And the reason why I like Bernie,
Yo, you know who else is a Bernie guy?
Joe Rogan.
Kanye West, dude.
Joe died. Hey, that's right. He is. Because the reason why I like Bernie is because
Why did Bernie jump out anyway? What happened?
oh,
That's like the shit that confused me because I thought
like
like Bernie
Bernie,
was gonna be the man that's gonna take
he
like.
got fucked over, man. Thanks, Obama. You fucked him over on fucking was it Bloody Monday or Bloody Tuesday? What the fuck they call it? It is so fucked up. What
So
he did to
Bernie, like what? He just jumped out of this whole
Bernie-
election.
The thing about Bernie Sanders is like this: Democrats don't like him, Republicans don't like him. If both parties don't like him, you gotta look at why they don't like him. Because I think Democrats actually probably hate Bernie more in a lot of ways. I think if Bernie got the nomination as primary for president, I think the Democratic Party would fuck. They would rather have Trump more than fucking Bernie. They wild sketch with Bernie, man.
I don't know. Jeremy says Bernie got kicked out. He would have won by a landslide.
Hell yeah, he would have fucking swept it, bro. If the
The
bars
government kicked Bernie. See, that's like the weird thing because I don't know like what happened with Bernie.
so they got
'Cause
him.
Bernie was like, you know,
can't-
he was the man. He was like,
Jeremy said it right. He's like, they can't control Bernie. They try to, and Bernie won't listen to him. He's like, no, like this is what the people need. And like, there's a lot of politicians.
what's dude say?
What's up with that? He's like, I like Bernie, but they will always sabotage him. That's what I'm saying. That's why like a lot of like my
Yeah,
brother,
see, that's the weird thing, dude.
like for example, like my brother-in-law, right?
Right?
Huge Bernie Sanders supporter.
Okay.
He started backing Joe Biden over Bernie because he knew they was gonna fuck Bernie over. I'm like, no, you can't be like that. But he's like, well, why am I gonna go for somebody that's gonna lose? And that's the sad thing about it. It's like, why? Even though he's a Bernie Sanders supporter, he's like, I'm gonna go with the parties I know they're gonna go with. And I was like,
Right.
fuck this, I'm gonna ride this to the end.
That's wild.
And it's sad, man. He's like, he should focus on young protege to take over from. I agree with that. I think with Bernie Sanders, it's probably gonna be AOC. That's what it's looking like. She's gonna be. I don't want her to run in 2024 though. I would rather be Nina Turner. That's the homie right there. She, in fact, if Bernie had won the primary this year, or for this 2020 election, I would rather he pick Nina Turner as the vice president. If anybody's a political head knows and kept up with it, Nina Turner, yo, she with the shit. She'll fucking cut you out on live TV. Yeah, government fucked over Bernie. Yeah, I know it's a weird time, man. I'm actually doing early voting tomorrow, guys. I'm doing early voting tomorrow, guys, and yeah, I'm very excited because I finally got a fucking day off. The man's been, humping my leg, wanting me to do extra hours, but I'm gonna be out there, for the people.
Parap the rapper says, do you guys think the public is informed enough to vote legitimately?
Hell no. Maybe hell no. Because the public was more informed about shit.
I agree. I don't think we're informed like that to make like a legitimate vote, dude. It's just.
If the people were more informed about the vote,
Hey, thanks for the bits, by the way.
Network was good, bro. Was good.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but go ahead.
No, you good. If the public was more informed about voting legitimately, they would have voted for Bernie during Democratic race. Because South Carolina, that was the end all be all for Bernie. Because I'm actually I think he Joe Biden, yo, he got the old boomer black votes on lock. He got them shits on lock. So.
Hey, Jeremy, thanks for subscribing, dude.
Hey, thanks,
High five.
Jeremy.
Hell yeah. What else we got? That's about it for this episode, huh?
That's it, man. Just got political and shit.
Yeah.
Which is scary. It's more scarier than...
I didn't really want to go to that route, but yeah, it was okay.
I think it was the wig. I'm sorry.
Dude, Georgie says, I just found out Australia is mandatory to vote, and if you don't, you can be fined.
Should we do that here? Hell no.
That's great. That's that real?
I wouldn't agree with that. Because that shit, it's a right. It's not like the fuck? What if I can't make it to work that... Like, what if I got to work that day? Like, I'm going to get fucking, like, locked up?
Yeah, that's wild. They're really pushing it this year, though. They're sending me so many letters.
Dude,
hey, blah, blah, blah. Absent ballot vote, whatever. I don't understand that.
I think I saw an advertisement on Pornhub one time. I don't know. It's getting out of control, bro. I don't know. It's just fucking stop. I can't even...
They're doing, like, handwritten letters.
Yo, dude, I get bombarded by mail. Like, hey, did you go vote?
Handwritten letters.
Jesus Christ. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. God damn it. Get off my chest.
Slick Daddy Club.
I'll be there. I'm going tomorrow morning, though, man. I'm going to go there. Do my shit.
Do your thing, man. Stu Churchy says that day is a holiday. Nobody works.
Oh, for like, so it's also in Australia, it's a holiday, so everybody has to go to work.
The rapper says, do you think the world will get back to normal soon?
Hell no.
I don't think so.
We was talking about it in the barbershop today. We was like,
that's not gonna be...
this shit may start normal like late 2021, early 2022. This shit is like...
it's a different world now, dude.
It's vastly different. And you know what? A lot of
no
people...
No more champagne in the sex room.
That's it. This is it. The party's over.
The club is over. The club scene is over, dude.
2010s was the best decade we had, and we fucked it up too. So
like the new club is on like Discord and shit.
God, man, the 20s started off fucking horrible. This shit is...
Yeah, the RIP to all the clubs and shit for the new kids.
Look for the digital currency 2021. Is from Jeremy.
Man, Jeremy's late on that digital currency, man.
You just started on it, Jeremy?
I can give him like a lesson, man, but I don't think he want to hear about it.
We did do an old podcast episode of like straight up
10 years ago.
we did an old podcast episode of like a Bitcoin.
Yeah, I know
seminar.
I know
like
too much about it.
Like you did like a Bitcoin seminar, bro.
I know too much. Yeah.
Trust me, still early.
It's on the fourth bus right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't kept up with it like lately.
I call this like the fourth bus. Because the fourth bus is you have to have a little bit more money. When I was talking to you about it, we're on like
that was the first one? Maybe second, I think?
The second bus.
Second one is what it was.
I said, hey, this is the second bus. We should jump now because we have money to invest right now. Mm-hmm. Because this is when Bitcoin was $900.
Yeah.
Now it's like 13 grand. 13, 14, whatever.
Shit is like life.
But here's what I mean. Bitcoin, it's being moved by Chinese people. Oh, we can't talk about this.
Oh yeah. But Jeremy just says
we're about to end the episode anyway. Because I can talk about this forever.
But Jeremy does say do another one. If you want to do another episode, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, okay. We can do we can talk
about
all the Bitcoin.
Also, just so you know, since my friend is in town, I won't be able to do next Tuesday.
Dr. Disrespect was banned.
Oh yeah,
not this one. Not this one.
No. We back. We got the thrift
store.
Yeah,
we'll do a crypto episode.
Actually, I gotta be off next Tuesday though, because I got my friends in town, so I don't know if I'm gonna make it next Tuesday.
Okay, we're taking 1 week off.
Taking a week off. We'll catch up. You
guys might forget about us, but we're taking 1 week off.
Don't. I'll let you know if I can be able to do it though. But my friend is in town, so I don't know what.
No, that's cool. Do your thing, man.
So. Try to catch y'all next Tuesday.
We can't extend it. We both got work tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I do.
Extend this one. Yeah. I got tomorrow off, but he's gonna work. So, damn. Why y'all show up late to the party? Should we show up as a show?
No, they were here the whole time.
Oh, okay. Wait, no.
We appreciate everybody that came out here today.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate the comment section. Thank you, guys.
This Halloween episode.
Toast to you guys. Love you guys.
Cheers, guys.
Happy Halloween. You guys be safe out there.
Yeah, be safe. Give out those candies, and we catch you guys. Either next week or the week after.
Prepper says, what do y'all do? I'm the president. Have you not been paying attention the whole time? You've been here since day one. Like, what's going on?
But yeah, hey, you guys can catch this episode on iTunes by tomorrow. We're going to have this episode up on iTunes, podcast, Spotify,
YouTube,
Google. Then I'll have the video up on YouTube so you guys can enjoy the show.
Oh, yeah. Thank you guys so much.
All right, guys. Peace out. Adios. Thank you guys, everybody, for joining us once again. Adios.
See ya.